Hello?
Hello.
I have too many screens on. I have one, two, three, four, five screens. And I'm hearing a massive echo. And you're 420 smoking.
Stop.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, right?
Can you check your audio for me, Chris? Because I have 12 voices in my ears.
Yeah, that's weird. How about now? Are you good now? How about
No.
everybody else? Do you hear all kinds of weird
I
stuff for
hear
everybody else
so
from me?
much repeat.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of lag. I'm going to unplug and replug my audio.
Okay.
Try again.
Okay. Well, happy 420, everybody. Welcome.
Happy 420.
Yes.
Oh, that seemed to work. Cool. Okay.
Oh, did that work? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I did the IT crowd. You try turning it on and off.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. Okay, just as a spoiler coming up, or not really a spoiler, coming up for in next week's stuff that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
There is season 2 of the Big Door Prize on Apple, and it stars Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah.
He has an IT crowd reference in it, and he says it. It's not exact because it wouldn't fit if he said it exactly, but he says it in a different way. And I mean, I cackled because it was so good.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh. So
Wow.
anyway,
Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you if you're just joining us. Badger, David, the Bunny Dojo, everybody that's going to join us on the repeat. When you watch this not live, thank you for joining us. It means the world for us that you're joining us and listening to us on the best thing we watched, which is basically Chris from Movies and Munchies, myself, Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday. We literally just kind of we talk about mostly the best things that we found entertaining in movies and TV series, books, games, whatever that entertainment medium is. We talk about it and then discuss it with you guys because that's half the fun, our community. Well, it's 3/4 of the fun, really. And then if you want more of us, we talk about more movies and stuff at in-depth analyses sometimes on the Patreon that we have called the Bearded Ones, which starts at just £1. And I'm always going to just be excited about saying it just costs £1 because the Bearded Ones it's a great title because we have beards, but there's over 100 videos in there now. And I like sharing some stills of what we're going through during the week or my new setup. Random things that we can just be, again, included with our community. So we've got some really great people supporting us. So if you want to join, whether it's on the free thing to see what it's actually like, or £1 for 1 month, and just like watch all of our videos in the background and then jump away. It's like, see ya. You can also do that. Or you can spend £500 on making us watch an entire series of anime, which I'm really looking forward to one day when that happens. So I can say, hey, Chris.
Ruben put this in here without even my knowing, and was like, I think it's just his way to say, oh, let's make Chris watch anime.
I mean, that's a good chunk of money. So if someone wants to pay us to watch that amount of anime, we will do it over a month, not like the 1 week. So.
Oh yeah, no, there's no, yeah, okay. Anyway.
Anywho.
Yes. Oh, welcome everybody. Oh,
welcome. I think I've done all the shop talk.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Before we dive into our movie quote quiz, to your existential problem question, and then our stuff, let's say hey to everybody who is in the comments there. All right, Chris Retzlaff. We go. Gonna be lit. Well, it is 420, so smoke them if you got them.
I don't have them.
Dude, you don't have them? Okay, well, let's open.
What's that? There you go.
Okay. There we go. The Bunny Dojo, Rabbit Karen Bun Fun, because I love the name.
The best name.
So good. Reading a book for Godzilla X Kong, and they mentioned that Barbados means the bearded ones.
Oh, so cool. We're going to have to include that somehow. Maybe we should just try and talk like that from now on with a Bayesian accent.
A Bayesian accent?
Yeah, Barbados.
They're called Bayesians?
Yeah.
No.
That's true. You have Jamaican
Yeah,
and you have Bayesians.
Yeah, from Jamaica.
Yeah.
But
And Barbados. What do you call them? Barbadians?
I don't know. Bayesians, though, that's like beige, the color. Okay, I need everybody confirm, deny, because this is like last week in Ruben with his wall. What did you call it? Wall plug?
It is a wall plug, Chris. That's actually what they call it. For everybody.
Yeah, no. All right. David is watching Cheech and Chong later.
You
Nice.
enjoy that?
Nice.
It's like aluminum. That's not right. Aluminium.
I love the way that British say aluminium. However, if you were to spell that out, it does not actually spell aluminum.
It's the,
You have an
depends
extra
on how you say it.
You have an extra I in there someplace.
Don't you bring your logic at me. We are English. Therefore, our English is the correct English. The Queen's English.
The Queen is dead.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
It's
I'm not laughing at the Queen is dead. I'm just
Harsh,
laughing
man.
at
the King's English. Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it?
It doesn't. No. Off with our head. All right, Badger. I really enjoyed the latest X-Men '97 episode.
So good.
All have been a. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself in the comments here. Been a very nostalgic treat for me. I have not watched any of them, original or new, so enjoy all. More for you to watch. Say patronizing, Chris. Do you guys say patronizing? Is it
No,
patronizing?
Patronizing, yeah.
Patronizing.
Patronizing.
Patronize. What?
I don't know.
You've confused me now.
I think that one's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Happy 424. Well, that's a little in the future. So we're celebrating 420 today. But, you know, Badger aluminium, not aluminum.
Oh, so Badger is saying aluminum, not aluminium.
Yeah, but see, Badger has it misspelled in there.
No.
It's
No, he's right.
aluminum. Aluminum. No.
Aluminum. Yeah.
You're adding an extra I in there.
Aluminium. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Zed is here early. Welcome, Zed.
What?
Hey.
What happened, Zed? Are you all right?
That's awesome. Good to see you here at the beginning of the show.
Welcome. Yeah.
Sweet.
Should we just skip to the end now for Zed so he feels better?
All right, wrapping up now. We'll
thanks,
see
guys.
y'all next week.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, no, that's great. David, yes. Patronizing. I'm all confused. I don't even know what the word is anymore. Oh, gosh. Do you remember the 2000 Joseph Fiennes movie, Rancid Aluminium?
Rancid aluminum? No.
Ra-
It really doesn't sound right when you say it in the movie title.
No.
Rancid aluminum. I sound like Hawaiian.
Hermione.
Leviosa.
Not
Yeah, I say
Leviosa.
Leviosa. That's why I call it Hawaiian.
Oh, there you go. I am looking up rancid aluminum. I've never even heard of this. Oh, it's got Reese Evans in it.
It's got Joseph Fiennes in it.
Well, yeah, yes, it does. It has a very low score on IMDb. Pete in London inherits a company. The ambitious accountant makes a deal with a Russian mafia boss. The Russian wants hard currency and grandkids, but kills his daughter's lovers. His daughter needs an Englishman like Sir Francis Drake. Literally, that was the description, the synopsis on IMDb. That is broken sentences there. That is just. Ugh.
But Chris, why is the aluminum? No, I can't do it. Why is the aluminium rancid?
I don't know, but funny enough, the original title was spelled aluminium with an I-U-M, not U-M. Okay, so anyway, Mr. Saxon, good to know that it wasn't very good. It doesn't look very good, and from the description,
Doesn't sound very good. Yeah,
it doesn't help at all. Yeah, Leo the short guy, hello from wait for it. Seattle. Seven Seas Drama, hey.
Welcome
LJ,
back, Seven Seas.
Good morning.
Hey, good afternoon and good night.
Yes. Zed watched Immaculate today. I had fun with that one. I thought that was great.
Yeah, good things.
Yeah, it was surprising. That last scene is wow. So, okay. Oh, I didn't even do a time code. Well, there you go. 1956. Let's do
your
movie
answers,
quote quiz and our answers and all that. Yeah. Okay, and then we will come back to everybody in the comments in a little bit. Okay, so last week, Red Comet, Tara Briscoe, and Nostromo. Well, Red Comet and Tara Briscoe won. Nostromo, almost. And apparently Nostromo answered 2 weeks ago, but he did not show up on my comments at all.
I don't think he did. He just wants to claim that he won. Yeah, if it's not there. If it's not there, man, it's not there. It doesn't. YouTube doesn't just delete random things. Why would they do that?
Well, YouTube does delete things and weird things.
They do that.
Yeah,
yeah.
So who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I even checked the spam. It's not in there either, so I don't know what went down. But that's okay. So we'll give posthumous credit to Nostromo for 2 weeks ago, but last week he didn't get it all. The answers: Battle Royale, Upgrade, and Green Room.
I got the Battle Royale one. The other two. I mean, I've seen Green Room recently, but I just didn't recognize the quote. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. The theme was like survival.
Yes.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for this week? I think these are going to be easy. The first one, let me just tell you right off the bat, it's long. So
okay. Right. Good acting skills. Here we come.
Get some sour cream and onion chips with some dip. Man, some beef jerky, some peanut butter. Get some Haagen-Dazs ice cream bars. A whole lot. Make sure chocolate. Got to have chocolate, man. Some popcorn. Red popcorn. Graham crackers. Graham crackers with marshmallows. The little marshmallows. And the little chocolate bars. And we can make s'mores, man. Also, celery. Grape jelly. Captain Crunch with the little crunch berries. Pizzas. We need 2 big pizzas, man. Everything on them with water. Whole lot of water and Funyuns. Okay. So
so I know the theme.
Yeah. So that was the first quote. Number 2. I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
What the hell?
Number 3. Wheat is from the earth. God put this here for you and... Nope. So let me start over. Wheat is from the earth. God put this here for me and you. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. I wish I could do it in his voice. But I didn't.
Okay,
Obviously,
so 2. I'm happy with that.
Okay. Well, obviously there is a theme here. I think everybody will get the theme just based on the day. But Ruben, what's your question?
Yes. Okay. So, what's the worst remake ever? Guys in the comments, you can comment, you can continue commenting while we chat, but like the worst remade films ever. Because the more and more that films that come out every year, the more remakes we are getting, and the more remakes that we're getting in the future. I don't know what you class as remakes, but like Disney's live action, still remakes of the same film.
Yeah, those are pretty bad.
Yeah. I would say one of my favorite worst, like the ones I always go to. It was from an 80s film with what's that bloody hell? What's it called now? An 80s film where everybody they're medical students. They kill themselves to go to the afterlife.
Flatliners.
Oh yeah, Flatliners. The remake of that was
Oh,
atrocious.
that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
What were
trying
you
to
gonna
think. I couldn't remember. I can't. I mean, I know there are a ton of them that annoy me, and you're like, ugh, why would you do this type of thing?
Have you seen Total Recall?
Yes.
See, my wife doesn't have nostalgia for the first one. I don't know that she may have seen it once. So she saw the Total Recall with
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell as like a really good film, a really interesting story. And I think a lot of people would have had that feeling had they never seen the original. But the original is so classic with Arnie.
Go ahead, gun.
It's just so good. White Man Can't Jump. Saw the remake of that recently, and I was like,
Oh, I did not see the remake of that.
why? The Karate Kid, which was actually the Judo Kid, I didn't mind as a film, but it's not the Karate Kid. Like, don't call it karate if it's not karate.
Is this the
The one with Jackie Chan?
Oh, did I see that one?
Yeah,
think I saw
and
that
Will Smith's son?
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Not Jada, Jude, whatever his name is.
Jaden.
Jaden, thank you.
Wow, that was okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no,
yeah.
there's some bad ones. Let's
Yeah,
see if
this
anybody's.
Oh, I got my favorite bad one.
Oh, okay.
Point Break. Good Lord. One of my all-time favorite films with Keanu Reeves surfing Patrick Swayze. The remake of that was so bad. Like I'm pretty sure that my soul died at that point. That was it. It just left.
Really? I liked the extreme sports that it had. No. Okay. Fair enough. It has been a long time since I've seen that one, but I mean, it doesn't hold a candle to the new one or to the original.
I can't believe you even no.
Bad Boys 2 or Point Break? I don't know. Which would you like to watch? No. First.
Now I know you were quoting. I thought you were like, "What should we watch this week?" Like, no. Point Break.
Oh gosh, yeah, no. Okay, nobody had a comment specifically in there. Oh no.
No, I see one.
Yeah, I see one. I really dislike the remaking Let the Right One In. I agree with you, Badger. I surprisingly, the American remake is not horrendous. But it first off does not need to exist because
What if
Let
you've
the
never
Right
seen again? What if you don't know? You thought this was it, so you watched this one first. And then to double down on my terrible opinion, I really liked the TV series. I thought it was excellent.
which was then canceled. Which
It
I
was.
don't. I still don't understand why it needed. I mean, it didn't you say it kind of filled in the
Yeah.
blanks a little bit?
Yeah, it did. But it didn't need
Okay.
to exist, to be honest. But I thought it was really good. Yeah.
Oh, Yasi, I'm sorry I didn't see it in the comments. It may have been in the replay, and sometimes I miss those because it replays
I can't
through there,
believe
and
you
I
keep
just
missing people out.
I know. I'm sorry. No, that's outstanding. Yasi also got it correct. Surviving difficult circumstances. I can't even speak. For the movie quote quiz. So yes, good job. Congratulations. Outstanding. Oh, we get some other ones here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I like
which one?
Well, because one is Willy Wonka.
Right.
Well, that is. That's Gene Wilder.
Yeah, so
and then
it's not
Charlie
a-
and the Chocolate Factory
it's not a-
is.
So you like Johnny Depp's version of Charlie and Chocolate?
I like
You
both
don't-
of them.
You like
Yeah.
both of them?
Oh, love both of them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. LJ does not like, from what I'm understanding here, the
Yeah, I
the
might
Johnny
be
Depp one.
with him on that. I've never watched it again, and I never want to. So, yeah.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello. There's so many
Thanks.
little quirky things in here. When he's giving the tour and he talks about, oh, the new doll infirmary. Or the doll infirmary. It's quite new. Um,
All right.
okay. Chewing gum is very gross. Chewing gum I hate the most. See, anyone can do that. Assault on Precinct 13, the remake.
What? I loved that remake. I haven't seen the original black and white one, so maybe that's the one you're talking about. Because I think there'd been a few, maybe. But there was one with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, that's the most recent one, I think.
And I loved that. I thought it was excellent. But that's saying that. I'd never seen the black and white one.
Was it
The
black and
original
white? I don't think it was. No, there was
I
one.
thought it was that old, yeah.
No, there's one in
1976.
Yeah, it's not
It's
black
not
and
black
white
and
though.
white.
No,
The
yeah,
poster's
'cause I-
black and white. That's how I
Fair
remember
enough.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I thought that one was pretty good. The U.S. version of Old Boy. Okay, the original is one of your favorite movies, which, you know what, I can get on board with that. I just saw it for the first time, I don't know, a handful of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Loved it. Was blown away by it. It was
Yep.
never spoiled for me, which was incredible also.
That's amazing. Considering how old it is, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And I seriously, I can't imagine, at least right now, watching the American version because
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't mind because he's an incredible actor and he does a really good job with it, the American remake. But
Brolin, yeah.
where we have the original, the atmosphere created by that one character is phenomenal. And then the brutality of the story when you think it's over, but it's not.
Oh,
Yeah. Fantastic film. Yeah.
yeah. Was there a good Jim Brewer impression in those quotes, Chris? I'm not sure it was a good impression, but you know. Oh gosh, let's see here. See any more? Worse than remakes or the origin stories like Wonka? Oh, okay. Yeah, I tapped out of that movie. I didn't finish
I'm
it.
kind of done with origin stories as well. I don't need the stories that we know so well told. How many times are we going to see Batman, his parents die, or
Dude,
Superman arrive?
And please go ahead. I was interrupting.
No. I'm done. I could just rant it forever about those origin stories.
Well, when we're talking about Batman, I am so tired of the same four villains.
There's Joker, Riddler,
Catwoman.
Catwoman,
Two-Face.
Two-Face, and maybe Scarecrow. Yeah, those are the villains they always recycle. Do you know how rich the comics are? You have amazing bad guys they could choose from.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you go with what works, and then you beat the crap out of it.
You beat it into the ground until people are like, I'm done with comic book movies. And then the companies are like, why aren't we making all the millions anymore? And you're like, the fans are telling you.
Yeah, they have said no enough. Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't like the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. I don't either.
I agree. Yeah.
The first one I saw of his, it gave Michael Myers a reason, almost like enough, like some backstory that could make his actions at least understandable. Whereas
And that's
John,
not what you need from Michael Myers. That is
No.
not. He's just evil.
Yeah,
The personification of evil, that you can't kill evil. That's the whole thing about it, yeah.
yeah, well, that's what I mean. John Carpenter at the very beginning, when we see, the mask comes off of this little boy standing on the curb with a bloody knife.
But you know what? You know what, Chris? Evil dies tonight.
Kill the beast.
Oh my gosh, it's such a terrible film.
I do. I love the I love the woman standing there with the iron, though. I mean, what was she doing? She was like, "All right, here we go. The crowd's gathering up."
Let's do it.
You know what we need to do? We need to have somebody do a mashup of the Gathering song in Hot Rod. As they're walking down the town street and all the chaos is happening, and then they end with that standoff at the with all the random people holding all the random stuff.
Yeah, just randomly, that's what they decided to use as a weapon.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Yeah. Why origin stories? I think there are a couple of times maybe where some of them could work, but more often than not, it's all this.
So when we get IPs that people know of, have been in the zeitgeist of humanity, we don't need the origin stories. But for lesser known stories like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yes.
there were some that knew and had the comics, but that is like a deep cut lore. So when we brought that, it felt so fresh, so new, and that's one of the reasons why it did so well. We couldn't wait to see more, hear more about them.
Even Spider-Man: Homecoming. Finally, a Spider-Man movie that doesn't begin with him being bit.
Yeah,
We know what we.
yeah, different.
Yeah.
Do something new with it, man. Come on.
Yeah. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio teaming up on the next movie, so it is canon, huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Ralph Macchio is really old, and I say that. I mean, he's older than me. So, but I say this. Him and William Zabka.
Yeah, they're still kicking butt. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't want to take them on. I mean, they're in way better shape for being like 15 years older than me. So, or 10 years older than me. But yeah, no, so
to be
good
fair,
on
a
them.
4-year-old could probably take me on, come and kick me in the shin, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm out, guys.
Well, they could certainly outrun me. Because I'm like Gimli. I'm wasted on these long things. I'm good over short bursts.
It'll be like a giant and the kids like, come get me, and you're like,
And then I trip and fall and just take a nap.
Just take him out. I'll just roll.
Yeah, like a panda.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, if you need your day brightened, just watch panda videos.
Pandas are the funniest. They're so cute.
Yeah. All right. But a Point Break make was Fast and the Furious.
I'd rather watch Fast and Furious.
Yeah, true. Son of Soil's Good Evening. Half Baked. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna say, so as not to have spoilers. We might be half baked. Oh gosh. Ed Reed, I am very secure with my manhood. Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment of finding me attractive. But yeah, no, I'm. Yeah.
Nice.
So thank you. Cool.
I agree. The silver mane, it suits you, dude.
Well, good, because that's what it is.
Because that's what it's here to stay.
Yeah,
I can't change it.
It's been that way.
You could do some like rainbow beard to piss people off.
Well, this is true. Yeah, I just talk about things that equality and whether that be sexual or racial or anything like that, and that pisses people off. So I don't even have to do something outward like that. But anyway, no, thank you for that. Yeah, I've been gray since about my early 30s. So,
What happened in your early 30s that you went great?
Genetics.
Genetics.
Oh no, I already had kids. Oh yeah, no, we had kids early. By the time I was 24, we had our first.
I was 22, so yeah.
Yeah, so it was.
It's not a competition, but I win. Yeah.
True, we got married at 22. So, but I mean, yeah, hey, I'm not 50 yet, and my kids are grown.
Yeah. Good job. So now you get to do other things. I was going to say enjoy your life, but that's harsh. You enjoy your kids. I love my kids.
Oh, absolutely. We hang out with them all the time. Yeah. No.
But now you get to do other adult stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Married couple stuff.
Yeah. Empty nester. It's fun. Hated the remake of 2 TV series, Quantum Leap. Okay, I could see that. I mean, without
that was just canceled as well. Yeah.
If you don't have Sam Beckett, in there, at least in part of it. What's the point?
Yeah.
I did not know they remade Party of Five.
Neither did I. Why would you do that? That's a series that worked for its time. Like specifically, I would say Quantum Leap as well. The stories they were telling within Quantum Leap was very specific to what they were going through, and they were often taking topics that were like very prevalent in the day, and using that as a medium to discuss. Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, really good.
I agree.
Yeah, see, I love Tim Burton, so I'm not going to say Planet of the Apes.
Remember those suits, man?
Oh,
They've come such a long way.
Yeah.
But it's Marky Mark, so I have a soft spot for it.
Sure, yes, exactly. Chris writes off the third remake of A Star is Born. I don't even know which one that is. Is that the one with Chris Christopherson? Because it's been redone so many times.
Yeah, the fourth one is the one with Gaga, which I really liked.
Yeah. I really like that one. Yeah, that one's great.
I thought that was excellent. Yeah.
And Scarface. Is Scarface a...
Scarface.
I'm just tweaking everybody out now. You said aluminium, so I'm going to say Scarface.
What is happening?
Yeah. Is that a remake? I didn't know that was a remake. I got broken there. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Assault on Precinct 13, the original John Carpenter film, and not in black and white.
All right. Sorry.
Oh, gosh. Thanks, Brosier. B. Brosier for that. Ultra Collector Customs. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Good day. Son of Soils. Ghost in the Shell, and then Old Boy. But wait, isn't the original Old Boy 2013? Or was that the remake? Is the original 2003? I think it is 2003.
I'm sure they're saying that they're remakes. Ghost in the Shell 27 was pretty accurate to the anime. I would say that, and it's live action, so Scarlet wasn't too bad in it. I don't know about that one. The original creators were involved in the making it as well. Saying that, I've never seen it again, and I have watched the original anime again. So,
we are disagreeing with Yossi. Does not like Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's Star is Born. I thought that was, oh my gosh, that devastated me. So good. Okay.
Yeah,
to each their own. You can be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong. Yes. Especially as we have the mics. Yes, he's like,
yeah, exactly.
You're fired.
I'll show you. Yeah, no, it's great. We do respect your opinion. It's okay if you didn't like it. Difficult for Badger to think of a bad remake. You usually just avoid them. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell remake is bad. I will never watch. So there you go. Ruben,
they heard that.
They
he hasn't watched it, so he doesn't know. You don't get an opinion unless you've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen it, so I don't even know. So yeah, I don't even know. Unnecessary remakes like live action Disney. You're right. Absolutely.
You mean all of them? Yeah.
All of them.
All of them. They don't need to exist. It's just the greed of money. Yeah.
It is. Yes. Stoked about Penguin series. I am too. Again, Colin Farrell just disappears. Penguin?
I was literally thinking about penguins and like Morgan Freeman narrating something. You're like,
dude, I would watch a penguin series just on penguins. They're so awesome. There are several animals where I'm just
escaping the sea lions, and that's always kind of
that's harrowing. I don't like watching that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Karate Kid, more like Karate Grandpa.
Am I right?
Yes, but Karate Grandpa could still kick my butt.
That would be fun, though. If the title was Karate Grandpa.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Yeah. And yes, you're right. Cobra Kai, pure escapist. It is.
Sure. I also know it's not very good when the adults fight. Like, you can see them telegraphing their kicks, and they're barely connecting. The kids that fight are much more believable.
Yes. But I still love William Zabka, though. I mean, him watching Johnny's this is Johnny's story.
Oh,
now,
Johnny's
and it
story. He's the growth of that character, letting go of so much crap, and you saw how he didn't get like through the explanation of like his story. You see, he has a reason to be pissed. But yeah, it's wonderful seeing that character grow.
Yeah, that is good. Okay. Brosier. How about a great remakes? John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake of a 50s film. I did not know that. I know that it's on. I know it's on a short story of. Oh shoot, what's it called? Crap, I can't remember the name of it. I've read it too. It's a short story. It's good. But anyway, I didn't know that.
The Thing's incredible. I didn't know it was a remake. Wow. Okay.
Well, and I like the prequel that came later.
Yeah, I didn't know
the way
it was
they
a prequel,
flow.
but
yeah,
yeah,
the way.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I do like the prequel, even though it's newer. Yeah.
Shiny, you're 40, second midlife crisis. That's not good. You're only 40 and you're into your second one.
What did you buy? Where did you go?
Yeah.
Do you own a motorbike now?
Yeah. Oh, too soon for a Dawson's Creek 2024.
What, for a remake?
Well, or as a continuation. I don't know.
I guess they could, but I don't see the reason. It wouldn't work because it was these kids that were like way smarter than the adults. Their language never made any sense because the way they spoke is not how teenagers spoke ever, still to this day. But we all loved it. And I like the actor who is Pacey in... I'd much rather have a continuation of one of our favorite
Fringe.
sci-fi... Fringe, yeah.
Joshua Jackson, yeah.
Yes, love that.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll get a couple and then we'll head back. Cool. Or we'll actually dive into what we're doing.
Where we going?
What? Who? What? Yeah. Talking of gray-haired men, favorite look for Tom Cruise is his gray-haired Vincent in Collateral. The Salt and Pepper did work for him. Probably your favorite Michael Mann movie also.
So Overheat.
That was what broke me.
That's a strong commitment right there.
I'm not sure, Mr. Saxon, I can agree with you over Heat.
I kind of get it. I watched Heat recently, and it's super slow compared to like what I remember. So, and Collateral has a different pace.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I also really love, and I know a lot of people don't like it, is Miami Vice. Love it. It was a great film.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Let's go talk about the best things we watched.
Okay. Can you do a couple of more comments while I change the battery?
Yes. Okay.
I think I should do it now before.
Okay.
It cuts
Good.
out
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you recommend a good new Asian film? Yes, Exuma is South Korean. It is. It's in theaters, limited. I don't know. It may not be in your area because it was barely in my area, but I was lucky enough to get an actual screener from the production company. But it's a mystery and then supernatural thriller horror-ish type of thing. So it stars. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but the guy who's in the original Old Boy, he's in this as well. So that if you enjoyed that movie or you like him, that's definitely the way to go there. Shiny only saw the American version of Old Boy.
You could watch the original now because you're probably amazed at how good it is.
I would still depending on how long though, I would give it some time because it's all the shock of the ending, So I don't know. Okay, cool. We'll come back. Sound good, everybody else? Yeah. We will not forget you in the comments there. Ruben, who's going first? You or me?
I'm gonna talk about Rebel Moon Part 2, the Scargiver, right now.
Okay.
This is not on the best thing I watched this week, but I just I feel like I need to flag up, Chris. I know it's 420. How much have you taken this week to give it the score that you did? Because, oh my god, this film was shit. It was so bad.
Can I ask a question? What in the
Yeah.
crap is going on in your background, audio-wise?
I don't know. What are you hearing?
Children fighting.
Right. They're not fighting. I'm amazed that picked it up. That's literally our next door neighbors over that side.
Yeah, no, I just heard a kid yell. Ah!
You know, they're just playing.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
amazed you can hear that. That's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah, quite strong.
You have good audio. Can everybody else hear that as well?
I'm sure they can.
Okay.
Because if anyway,
I'll try and
so to
turn-
answer your question,
Yeah.
I did not take any herbal supplements this week. Like
Okay.
I said in my review, okay, here's the thing. Because it is Magnificent Seven, but if you want to go all the way back, the original, it's Kurosawa's Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. Yeah.
Which then it could be the Magnificent Seven, the original, then it could be the Bug's Life, Magnificent Seven. All of these are retellings of Kurosawa's film. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Most people know though either Bug's Life or the most recent Magnificent Seven. So when I watched it in that, I was just watching a group of trod upon unlikely heroes banding together, the townspeople, to take on the oppressor. Okay, and you get some good laser fights. You get a great lightsaber duel, and we also get some excellent, I mean phenomenal slow motion of harvesting grain.
Dude, there was triple the amount of slow-mo than there was in the first part. Like literally, I went back and I checked and I was comparing. I was like, this is ridiculous. There's so much more slow-mo. What's his face? Drinking water? Yeah, that dude drinking water.
Because they had a cool shot. Let's put the camera in the bucket or the barrel so that we can watch him go down and
I was just like, come on. The first 40 minutes of this film, no, 45, maybe 50 minutes of this was literally the farming simulator, the movie. It was them coming together. At some point, you just know that Snyder goes, oh crap, I haven't really given any of my characters background. Last time we were collecting them, we haven't done like why they're here. So he sits them down at a table and then goes, you tell your story, you tell your story, you tell your story. And I was just like, what in the actual fuck, man?
well, that's because we didn't know them in the first movie.
No,
there
we
was
didn't.
there was no development in the first movie. I mean, the first movie I did not enjoy very much until the very end, and that's when I thought it actually got exciting when they had this, this big battle standoff and everything else.
Yeah. Why is it called the Scargiver?
Because that's what she's called. Because she,
Because she gave the one dude a scar. And that's her
No.
nickname now.
no, she was given that well before.
Yeah, but they never established why.
Why is Darth Vader Darth Vader?
Well, they established that in the Star Wars lore. I'm just saying, it was like this big kind of nickname that they wanted to give her, like
Sure.
to give her this big kind of presence.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, I guess. Oh my gosh, there was so much slow-mo that I really wanted them just to slow the slow-mo down, like literally delete it so that I can see the action, because it was so distracting that I never felt like when we got to the action finally, I was like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I'm here for. Stylistically looking great action. Give me one slow-mo moment for their gun and the laser beam going past. Then let me see the battle so I can feel that frenetic energy of when people are screaming and dying in explosions. Instead, it's literally like, I was like, what? Why?
Yeah. No, no.
First part, I got to see our ninja lady with lightsabers fighting a great Shelob spider. I got to see fantastical beasts and where to find them. I got to jet around multiple planets. Like, the fantasy element was there. This time, I get to see half a farming simulator movie and a little bit of a very cool action sequence that's been done in Star Wars before multiple times of the slidey fighting thing with the ship going. I was like,
Yeah.
why did I watch this movie? It actually left me angry when I was just like, the potentialness. I really just wanted Mr. Snyder to sit down with a good team of writers to give me a story of where I cared for the characters and that actually felt like I had a reason for being there, because it really just felt like a copy and paste from the first one to this one, except you adding a little bit of that Seven Samurai, but you haven't earned it because you haven't given us anything to earn. Instead, you're going farming the simulator from 1 and 2, give us an action sequence, copy and paste, exposition, literally telling us, go for it. And that's the movie. It's like, but the first half of this movie, literally your hour, is all just set up, and then you have a half an hour action sequence at the end, and I was just like, how do you get budget for this?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my rant over.
Well, this was not on my list. Not on the best or the worst. Because I saw...
You saw a different movie to me, I think.
I also saw a movie that was straight up poo.
Oh, yeah. That's also your fault. I don't know why I'm blaming you for Rebel Moon, but...
No, that's a different movie. No, you don't even know the movie I'm talking about.
different movie. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah. No. Yes, that one is my fault also, but I didn't know about that one, so I watched that one sight unseen, going in like poo also.
But I mean, that's why we watch these poo movies sometimes, so that everybody else doesn't have to. Or, if it's so poo, it's enjoyable. I don't think that's the case this time around.
Okay, fair enough.
Is the noise any better with the mic turned this way?
I hear it a little less, but
you're just...
I can still hear it.
It's okay. Close the door if that helps.
It's up to you. It's okay. I don't think it's that distracting right now. I haven't heard any. It's just
More
funny.
screams.
I think I'm a little sensitive to it because my next door neighbors have 2 young kids who sit outside and scream all day also.
Oh, yeah, that's not what they're playing in, like a pool, and they're having water fights. And
yeah, no, that's what they do also. And then and then the older one, who's probably 5 or 6, will call his brother an a-hole.
Yeah,
and then the other,
it's
the
a
littler
nice vibe, Chris.
Oh yeah, no, the littler one will then say "f you." It's a good
you
family
should stick
time.
your head over like in Home Improvement and just give them some solid advice.
Are you kidding me? Those kids, I've been out there to take the dog out like at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I hear the kids talking and playing.
What the hell? Where's the parenting?
Oh, they're out there too.
Okay. I ask again, where's the parenting?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do... I'm going to talk about, this is probably on your list also, but I want to talk about Abigail.
Okay, yeah.
Saw that this week, and it's funny because I've seen a lot of people, and I know that you brought up this point as well, because my wife and I were discussing this on the way home, because she had the exact same opinion of, I wish they wouldn't have shown the vampire
from the
angle.
outset on the marketing, yeah.
But see, this is the question that I kept going back and forth with, is that if you call it or if you frame it so that something bad is happening within a house and there's tension there, but you don't know why, the people that love like vampire movies, they're not going to go and see this. You know what I mean? That's not drawing them in. Now they may go second week.
But those people might come for the director of Now You See Me, Ready or Not. Now You See Me, Ready or Not, because those are horror fans. They may come just for that.
Maybe, but see, I don't think that was played up as much. Like it wasn't like here. It wasn't from the directors of Scream 6, and Ready or Not.
Yeah,
you just got a little bits of that here and there. It was more about that. So I mean, I understand, and I think it would have been an awesome experience to go in and be completely caught off guard.
Because my wife hadn't seen any. She doesn't watch trailers. She just works solidly. So this one, I said, we're going to watch a movie called Abigail. She went, all right. And she was guessing the whole time, and I was like doing my best to distract her. She was like, is it this? I was like, shh, nah, you're wrong. Nothing supernatural. It's fine. I wouldn't take you to one of those movies. And then she saw the age restrictions, 18, gory and bloody, and she was like, Ruben, what have you done? But yeah, so her experience was of Abigail turning. She's like, oh crap! I was like, that's awesome.
It is. No, it is. And I'm just curious. I mean, I can see it both ways. I just am very.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying there. Like, how would you market it then?
Yeah, because I mean, think about the people who go in like from a mystery standpoint or something like that. Especially if they don't like horror or they don't like vampire movies. I mean, you have a whole bunch of pissed off people then who have come out of the movie like, that's not what I...
I've only come into loving horror recently, but when I was watching Quentin Tarantino movies, I went in to watch From Dusk Till Dawn, had no clue.
Sure.
That was a vampire. I watched this and I was like, holy crap, this is a really creepy thriller. Quentin Tarantino playing a dodgy dude. Give me nasty vibes, and that I was invested. I was like, yeah, these guys are gonna go horribly wrong. I thought, what's his face with the tattoos on his neck?
Oh yeah, George Clooney
was so cool. And then, like, the titty twister, the bar, and she's doing her sexy dance, and her face goes, and I'm like, holy crap! I didn't see that coming at all.
Sure,
but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, good choice. Would you though, going into this movie, would you then instantly compare it to From Dusk Till Dawn and say like, oh, they just did what From Dusk Till Dawn did?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
See, I mean, I'm not saying this is the absolute right way to go or anything else. I can see it from both sides, because from people that, I don't know, you know, because the movies need, nowadays especially, they need a great opening weekend, because if they don't get it, the theaters are less likely to want to keep it in there. The studios look at that as a failure.
It's such a vicious cycle. Yeah.
All of online hates on something and says, "Oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever."
They made £2, therefore the movie is terrible. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, and so I think they had to go in and be like, we need to show kind of what this is. You don't know all of what's going to happen necessarily. You do, but you know, the fun of it is not so much what Abigail is; it's the whole fight for survival and the chase within this house. You know, versus...
Yeah, I'm still not sold on that marketing line, because I remember watching The Matrix. All the only marketing I'd seen, I didn't know who the Wachowskis were. The media wasn't around like it was like everything now. And the only marketing I got was on the side of the bus was, what is The Matrix? And there was a bit of code. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Blew my damn mind. One of the best experiences I've ever had going to the cinema. I knew nothing.
But see, that's that was 26 years ago.
Yeah.
We don't live in that age anymore. You can't keep things secret like that.
But what if?
Okay, well, sure.
What if? Like, there's been instances where even games companies, there was talking about Fallout 4 was released. They only mentioned it 2 months before it came out. No one knew that it was in the works. They'd been working behind, and then they dropped it, and it sold millions, and it was like one of the best experiences ever. What if marketing companies didn't kill a film to death? Transformers 1 comes out, and it's got trailer 1, 2, 3, 7 different clips, different featurettes, and by the time we get to the movie, we've literally seen the whole movie.
Abigail, I completely agree.
Abigail has 3 different trailers. They are clips, featurettes, poster shots. If you want, you could go online and see everything about the movie.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'd only seen the first trailer, which was enough. That had me excited because I was like, "Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
about
We were
to be
sold immediately. Like we didn't.
bat crap crazy right
Yeah,
here."
yeah.
Well, so talking specifically about the movie, I mean, I was like, for me, the humor worked as the mixture of the tension that was built into this. You know, I liked that we had all of these characters who are strangers to us, where
Yes.
they're, you know, it's kept from us. We figure that, I mean, I think some of it is obvious, like when we get to some of the exposition on past events. And
Yes.
you know what I mean? But it totally, there was one point that was literally like Usual Suspects, where they're talking about Kaiser Soze.
Yeah, yeah.
I was so, because even the name was
Oh,
kind of that.
It's definitely a homage to
Yeah.
that for sure. I'm going to jump to the end quickly.
Okay.
There is a connection that's now been
Oh, yeah.
formed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I
And
love
I'm
it.
just like, oh, that's so cool. I
Well,
love
see,
that you've done that.
And I think almost like, I'm not sure that it's like a direct tie. I saw
Yeah.
it more as they discovered a fun way to do something.
Yeah.
And then did it more
it
here.
works,
Also,
though. It
yeah,
works.
oh, it
You
does.
totally could do that. Yeah.
I love the introduction of that. And yes, we are being completely vague because
Yes.
there are some exciting moments within this movie. But yeah, but I mean, I like that they established their own vampire lore within this,
Yeah.
you know, and you have Kevin Durand as the discussion is going on.
Good Lord.
His commentary to everything that's going on. And Kevin Durand, he's a big guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he's hulking. I mean, he's so good in this because I love that they made him stereotypical dumb guy, but they also gave him huge heart.
Yeah, I was. They made him lovable, even though he is the enforcer essentially, right?
Yeah, because you fall in love with him and you don't want bad things to happen to him.
It had a few more surprising twists that thankfully they didn't put in the trailer. And I was like, oh, that's nice. Because I was already on board. I would have loved it and enjoyed it anyway because they didn't have a huge budget. So they went practical on the effects. Mountains and buckets of body parts and blood and bodies. Like literally loads. It was fun.
It was. Melissa Barrera, she just, I mean, she's solidifying herself as a phenomenal horror queen.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm now putting her up there with like Sigourney, you know, the early days. Even that shot there is very Sigourney.
Oh yeah, well and that's the thing too, because she's badass. I mean, she's, you know what I mean? Like she takes a beating, and holy crap, in this movie, you're like, dude.
That's internal bleeding right there.
Yeah,
That's a fractured skull.
yeah. You can't. There's no way in the world you're getting up from that. That is like, oh my gosh. You know, I had a blast with it though. I mean, our audience that we saw it with at a screening.
Yeah.
I mean, people were laughing at all the right moments, and you know, you get the gasps and the when painful things happen. I'm trying to find the slide of Abigail herself. This one where she's in
In a cell?
in the cell and she's talking to them, and I mean, the girl Alicia Weir, she morphs in this
She's
so well.
But also her ballet is incredible. Like really good. Like what the hell?
Dude, there were some of those great dancing scenes where, yeah, and then the inclusion of the music, and then there's also one where they alternate back and forth of their shots. I mean, it's like
There's
I was
a
like,
moment where ballet is used, but like in a comedic effect with something else. And I laughed my head off. That was brilliant. Yeah.
yeah, it was really good. This was, I was hoping I would enjoy this movie. I was not expecting how much I enjoyed the movie.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
what.
I agree. Yeah, we walked out with huge smiles on our faces, and we talked about it for ages. Like afterwards, like the gore, the effects, the actors that we had in it. Dan Stevens' role.
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh!
because I love Dan Stevens, but the way he plays his character, the other characters that you end up loving. What's her face? The other female protagonist,
Catherine Newton.
Catherine Newton. Her presence of joy in her mischievousness of her character is awesome.
It
And
was
she
so
plays. I mean,
good.
to be fair, she plays it a lot in quite a few of her roles, but
Yeah.
it really worked as the ensemble cast. Yeah. I think they nailed it. Like, there's something about these directors in an enclosed space in a house giving us some like horror stories. Yeah, they really know how to do that well.
Yeah, they do, and they've got it down with the mixture of horror and tension with the right amount of comedy that it doesn't break you out of the comedy. It just gives you enough levity here and there to let your guard down just a little bit before ramping up suspense again. You know, I don't think I was ever scared in this one, but you could feel the stress of the situations.
There was my going moments.
That anticipatory, like, there's one scene where Catherine Newton enters into something, and like I just yeah.
It was so well done. Yeah, do not watch the featurette because they spoil all that. Yeah,
Do they really? Yeah, don't.
really do.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Well, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I loved it. My wife loved it, and she doesn't like horror. But we like this type of story because it's intensity and then there's levity, and it breaks up that tension and then you can eat your popcorn quickly. You know.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's go back to the comments.
Okie
Let me find that. We've got a lot in here, so let me find out where we left off. Okay. Why do you like Gaga's Star is Born? I think for me, Lady Gaga was so powerful in her presentation.
her performance, the acting.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the music, like I expect her to sing well, so it's not even that. It was
She
just
does that.
Yeah, it was her presence. It was Bradley Cooper's way. I mean, him capturing this rock bottom, this disintegrating type of personality. You know,
He directed that, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't understand the hate that came from this most recent one. Where he was the director, you know, he was the director of the movie, but he also played a conductor. You like my hand movements there. Maestro.
Oh,
Yeah. There was so much hate around him for his Oscar thing. I didn't like the movie a ton. Like, it's not something that I will go back to. But he did a really good job.
no, he did a great job. I didn't enjoy the movie, but yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's
Okay.
Yeah. Chris Retzlaff liked the new Quantum Leap. It's on your watch list next to a great reality show game show on an island.
Well, it's been cancelled, Chris. So
Watch them all now.
before they get taken off. Yeah.
Do sequels count in your question, Ruben?
For what?
For your, you know how we were talking about just bad
Like remakes.
remakes.
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely
There's definitely sequels, like loads of Disney animated sequels. The Lion King 2, 2.5. Well, let's say Aladdin 2 was good. And Aladdin 3 was hilarious.
I've not seen either of those.
Because Robin Williams came back for Aladdin 3.
Oh.
To do the voice.
Oh, well, that's good.
Genie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the 40 Thieves, which is a great story.
Yes.
Yeah. Had to rack your brain there. Yeah.
Yes. We have the mic. So
Sequels.
yes,
Sequel. Like, there's mostly good ones, isn't there? Right? Godfather 2, Terminator 2, Speed 2. I mean, that's such an excellent film. I really tried. I wanted to have a straight face for that one. I can't.
it's just it's
My
too
brain
hard,
just
huh?
Nope.
But you did list some good ones, especially
I did, yeah.
You listed some that, like, I mean, that the sequel is better than the original.
Yeah.
You
I agree.
know, so yeah. Mr. Saxon, are we going to be reviewing Dead Boy Detectives?
Yes, I will. I've started watching already, so.
I have not started watching, but yes, I will also be reviewing it. I'm hoping it's good as well. I did not know until just recently, like within the last week or two, that it's within the Sandman universe.
Oh, right. Did you not know?
No, I didn't know that. I didn't know anything about this show.
I
So.
didn't either until I read the description, and they said, this is in the Sandman. I was like, oh,
Oh, well,
right.
there you go. Yeah, there you go.
cool.
Cool. Death Note 2017. That's that series, right? That like live action.
Netflix's
Or was it a
live
movie?
action version. No, it was Netflix's live action movie. Yeah. The only thing good in that was William Dafoe as the Shinigami. He was great. Like he did the voice, and he played like that character. And William Dafoe, in my eyes, can't do any wrong, even if the film is crap. Yeah.
The 80s Blob remake. Invasion of the Body
seen it.
Snatchers with Donald Sutherland. That's a fun one. I
That's
enjoy
great. Yeah.
Body Snatchers. Yeah.
Really creepy. Yeah.
Thank you, Brozier. Who goes there? That's the one that I could.
Oh, that's the thing?
That's the, yeah.
Okay.
That's the novella short story thing that it's based on. It's a good book or a good story.
Nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, and then he adapted it. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh, you kind of like the Psycho remake. Well,
I don't know if
okay.
I've seen it.
It's Vince Vaughn. It is shot for shot.
Oh, really?
remake.
So
Yeah.
why do it?
Well, yes. For me, it didn't have the same.
Was it black and
feeling.
white?
No, I'm pretty sure it was color.
Okay.
It. Those ones I don't understand. Oh, that okay. A remake that never should have existed. Funny Games. Michael Haneke remade his own film, but in English, using like Naomi Watts and Michael, what's his name, and it did not work. Same director, same movie, same story, different actors.
100% agree. There's also what's the name of the film? Is it The Insider? They're a French film. Black guy's a caretaker, African American. Wonderful, wonderful film.
Yeah, it's
guy,
got that.
guy in the wheelchair.
Because I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen the original, so I didn't mind the Kevin
I
Hart
see.
version.
Yeah, so I really like the original. So it's incredible. Yeah.
It's the guy from Lupin, right?
Yes, and I don't like that many French films. Like, I just don't know why. It just doesn't vibe with me a lot. But that one just was phenomenal. Yeah.
There's an old film, Doolittle, which is a classic, and over the years some real bad remakes happen. Is that the one with Rex Harrison as Dr. Doolittle? I think that's what it is. I mean, as a kid I loved that.
I mean, I've got time for Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle, like, as nostalgic fun as families really enjoyed watching that. I remember a lot of families having fun with that. And then we had Iron Man do his version with Tom Holland, right?
Oh yeah, that one was like atrocious, right?
Yeah, no,
everybody
it was, like,
hated it.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remake that everyone says was unnecessary, but it was a good movie. Is Kurosawa's Ikiru with Bill Nighy? It's called Living.
I've never seen that.
Oh, that I haven't seen either of them.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you for that. That's a good.
Wow,
good
this
suggestion.
question really kicked off quite an interesting topic, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I think that's a great one. Only Faintly. Is that Only
You mean
Faintly?
faintly?
Faintly? I don't know. I
you
don't know
speaking
what it
English?
was in. I don't know it was in.
This is
in,
Badger speak. This is how Badger speak.
It was in. I don't know what it's in reference to. B. Brozier, a question: does it have to be a new release, or just new to you? New to you, I think, is fine too. I mean, is there a? Yeah.
What's the best thing we watched?
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, then no, it doesn't have to be a new release at all. This is
No.
Yeah.
This is literally just the best thing we watched this week. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to chime in with the best thing that you watched, that's the beauty of the show too, because sometimes we go back to something old, and we
Especially
watch
when
that.
there's slow weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, the Wiz with Michael Jackson as the Scarecrow.
I don't think I've seen that. Thankfully.
It's
Okay.
been. I think I've seen parts of it from a long, long, long time ago.
So it's not
Oh,
Moonraker.
which it, no, which is funny because Yasi is saying Sidney Lumet Wiz has cultural significance about African Americans. Yeah, I can definitely see that because I do know that it is. It's more revered through the African American just population, which that's great. I'm not meant to get all of those things because I'm just an average old white guy, and so I'm glad that it does have that.
Old white guy.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Best thing watched: Evil Does Not Exist from 2023.
Interesting.
Evil does not exist. We're both looking this up.
Yeah.
Not. Ooh. Okay. Is that?
You had me at the title, but now you have my attention
Yeah. It's in Japanese, I think.
because it's
Okay.
Japanese. I'm like, okay.
It's a drama, though, not
Oh, it's not a horror.
not a horror.
No, I'm off it. Sorry.
Well, I'd watch it. I think. Cool. Good to know. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go close the door because now they're parting.
Oh, they. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. He played the. There's conversation going on about the Wiz and Michael Jackson played the lion, not the Scarecrow. Yeah. The Rebel Wall Plug has a long harvest sequence with lots of slow-mos. Ruben, you'll enjoy. Yeah, there you go. Yes, yes,
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Rebel Wall Plug. I like it.
yes. The movie, for some reason, disturbed you. I'm guessing we're still talking about the Wiz in this conversation here, but yeah. Okay, Rebel Moon, the wall plugger. Zack Snyder still using his cool 1960s broken camera lens like he used in Army of the Dead. That one was actually, that wasn't a broken camera lens. That was a very, very shallow depth of field. So it had like a very wide aperture and a very, like you can get up really close, but it blurs everything else out. And so the downside to that also, though, is that it can't, because it has such a shallow depth of field of focus, like a nose can be in focus and then the eyes aren't.
That really
because
irritated me this time in Rebel Moon Part 2. Like, I was looking, yeah, there was a lot of it. Yeah, loads. There was like, you're in focus, guy standing slightly behind, not. Like, really out of focus. Dude.
Well, but see, okay, sure, but that's not to the degree that Army of Darkness was. I mean, Army of Darkness, the whole person wasn't even in focus. It was just bits of their face as they moved, and it couldn't capture, you know what I mean? Like, he couldn't lock on because he couldn't move, or whoever was holding the camera couldn't move at the exact same pace as the character that they were tracking.
I hate that movie so much.
Let's see. Oh, okay. That's a bit odd. Watched the original when he was young, and the Munchkins. Loved the Munchkins there. Way worse Wizard of Oz remakes. Oh. Oh. That's interesting that it's a remake of a Broadway musical. That's cool.
A remake of a play. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Sophia Botello's fight scenes. I had fun with them in this. I didn't see any. Yeah, I know Ruben's just going to stay quiet because he hated the whole thing, which is fine. Rebel Wall, the Scar Plugger.
Nice.
That sounds dirty. That's okay. Moving on. I heard some children were afraid of watching The Wizard of Oz I find that movie creepy. As an adult,
terrifying.
Dude, it's just the whole thing. Yeah. Return to Oz is an awesome sequel. I've not seen that one, mostly because I don't like The Wizard of Oz. So there are a lot of
not going there.
yeah. there is like a lot of discourse right now on Wizard of Oz. Such
Really?
a rich source material like Les Miserables or Alice in Wonderland that everyone can take something from the story and elaborate on that. They can always be compelling. Well, I do agree there. There's a lot of depth within the story that you
Yeah,
can.
but putting Wizard of Oz with Les Mis, that seems sacrilegious.
Well, not saying that they're equal, just saying that they have a wealth of background
Lore, okay,
information
yeah,
and lore that you
sure.
can draw from and focus in on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remake of Straw Dogs? I don't think I've seen the original.
Yeah, I think I saw both, and I agree. Both have disturbing scenes, though.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, yeah, okay. So Dustin Hoffman in the first one, and then James Marsden in the second one, and then Ahmed Ahmadi in the third one. Good Lord. Okay. Yeah, don't know. There's also Mantrap, Straw Dogs, the final cut. So,
Good Lord.
yeah, there you go. If you don't build hype, you have to pay for marketing afterwards. Okay, going back to Abigail, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's true. Yeah, and so the word of mouth hype comes in there from that, and I can see how what Ruben says. My wife's, I agree with it, but I also agree with myself. So I'm not even taking a good stance there. Oh, hey General, welcome. Good to see you on here again. Monka, Harley Quinn. I liked.
Wait, what is this? Harley Quinn and what?
Could be the Birds of Paradise.
The Emancipation of...
Yeah, the longest title known to man.
Longest title ever. Yeah, I thought it was all right. Didn't think it was terrible.
I enjoyed
We've
it.
certainly had worse, like DC films. That's true.
Yeah. Remake of Solaris. That's the one with George Clooney, right? I have not seen that in forever. So...
I can't even remember it, to be honest.
Yeah. Bunny Dojo, I think it would be cool to be able to just be surprised about Abigail, but honestly, the reason you want to see it, it looks like it got cut off. It would be nice to be surprised, but the reveal in the trailer is what made me interested. Otherwise, you may have waited for streaming. Yeah,
it's a good point.
Yeah. Sequels that never created the original hype, Terminators. Huh.
Sequels that never created the original hype, Terminators. I mean, Terminator 2 is certainly better than the original.
Yeah. I don't think the rest of them then captured the same level of hype or anything else. I think
No.
3 may have been...
I love Salvation. I'm a big fan of them actually doing one in the, like, when the war is, that kind of thing. We get to see that be around the apocalypse, because they always hint at it in the movies, but we never get to see it. Sorry, what were you going to say about 3?
Oh, I was just thinking 3 may have gotten a lot of hype out of the gate because of 2.
Because of 2. And then we saw Terminator with pink sunglasses, and we were like, what is this?
Yeah, not going to happen. Yeah. Oh. How is Dan Stevens and Abigail? I thought he was phenomenal. I thought he was... I loved him. I loved his character. I loved him in Godzilla X Kong also. I mean, he's a totally different character in this one, though. But he's consistently excellent throughout it.
Have you seen... I'm just going to get the name right. Have you seen The Guest with Dan Stevens?
I'm pulling it up to see if I... No, I have not seen this one. It's been really on my list to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to watch that soon, because I think you'll really appreciate it.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember the TV series that he was in.
What's
the X-Men TV series?
Oh, no, because isn't he also in Downton Abbey?
Is he?
I'm pretty sure he's in Downton Abbey.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he's Matthew Crawley.
He's Matthew... Wow.
I've only seen the movie. I haven't seen any of the series.
You watched the movie without having any understanding of anything.
Yeah, and I enjoyed the movie a lot.
And you still enjoyed the movie.
Oh, I enjoyed the movie a ton. It was fun. Yeah.
I think you'll love the series then.
Oh, I'm sure I will. I love Gosford Park also.
Okay.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
like the mystery angle of it also.
Yeah,
But
nice. Yeah, I like Dan Stevens. He's great.
okay. Let's see. Director said the dancing was largely improvised.
What? That's amazing. I
That's
presume we're
cool.
talking about Abigail and
That's
the
what I
ballet
would
scenes.
assume. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice. The trailer for Trap gave away the twist right away. I have not watched the trailer.
Don't do it. I saw the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah,
Run out the cinema.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
close your eyes and go. La, 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 la. Yeah.
Yep. Don't you think restoring the old masterpieces and screening them again like Terry Gilliam's 12 Monkeys would be better? Absolutely. That would be
Yes.
so much better than a remake.
Do
I
the
mean,
Abyss. Watch that.
Well, they're doing what movie is coming recently very soon? Like even Interstellar, I believe.
Yeah, that's been. Yeah, Nolan's is going back.
And doing it in IMAX and stuff like that. Yeah, see, I think this is the better way to go because I saw Rogue One the end of last year or 2 years ago in IMAX. Like we went to a special screening of it just because.
There's so many of those films I would love to watch at the cinema.
Right? Can you imagine? There's two ways about it. There's ones that you absolutely love and you just want to revisit again on such a big screen, or ones that you never got the opportunity to see, whether
Exactly.
that was
Yeah.
because of your age or location or time or whatever that is.
Yeah.
To catch them this way, absolutely. And then you're getting mostly just fans in there.
Mostly.
So yes, absolutely, that is a better way to do it. And dude, good call on just 12 Monkeys because that movie is phenomenal. Love it. True Lies series.
Why? Yeah. It's not even True Lies. It's weird. Like if they named it something else, it'd probably be okay and survive. But
Oh yeah, but calling it that.
because they're calling True Lies, it's just like why? Yeah.
Yeah. Chris responding to Yasi about just remastering and putting them on the screen. The original might not resonate with a newer, younger audience. Yeah,
There is some of that. There's editing pacing that I've noticed over the decades. The different, like, we watch things so much quicker, so much faster. Editing is like that. The slow films, a lot of time, even myself now, I'm like, ugh, why are you taking so long? I'm like, okay, remember when we gave space and time?
Yeah. See, and I think there is an important aspect that we can't forget there, because you're right. Because I find myself too having to consciously be like, wow, am I feeling that this needs to speed up because it truly is slow and it's not moving the thing forward and it's not giving us anything visually to contemplate, or
Don't I have the patience for it?
exactly. Yeah. You triggered Chris with Speed 2. He's going to have to watch Under Siege 2 Dark Territory now. What?
Oh, Seagal.
Oh my gosh. I loved Under Siege, the original one. I don't think I've seen 2. Probably a good thing.
That's how you
Yeah.
fight. And then people just fall over.
Well, yeah. Come on. It's a Grandmaster. It's something.
Yeah, he's the Grandmaster. He's the best at everything.
Everything, yes. Gaga is going to shine as Harley Quinn. Hopefully. I have still not watched the trailer
Oh,
for it. Maybe
phenomenal.
I will. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I probably will, just so
It
that
got me
it'll change
excited.
my impression
Yeah.
of the movie there. Benjamin liked Naomi Watts in Funny Games. See, I didn't mind her in it. I just didn't like the movie because the original movie is done so much better and has such a different, darker emotion to it, I think.
right.
Give Willem Dafoe an Oscar. I agree.
Yes. Give him all the Oscars.
Yes. Let's go back to the best thing we watched. Does
Okay.
that sound good?
Yep. Comments are flying today.
I know. I love it. What do you got? What's on your?
I'm going to talk about anime.
Okay. What's it
You
called?
got it ready?
I don't know which one you're going to talk about.
The Grimm Variations.
Okay. Yes, I do.
It's over 9,000.
Oh, that part of it. I don't
Yeah.
have that right. Oh,
Ah,
I didn't.
disappointment.
Wait, okay, here we go.
It's over 9,000.
Yes. Love it. Okay, the Grimm Variations, inspired by the classic Brothers Grimm stories. This anthology features 6 fairy tales with a dark twist exposing the shadowy side of human desire. It's literally it's the Grimm tales, and it's taking the fairy tales that we know, that we've seen a lot of, various versions of them, and then literally just kind of twisting them on their head, giving them versions of characters that you didn't expect them to be that way. Some of them stay in the same sort of aesthetic, same place. So like Cinderella storyline is still very aristocratic, but the Little Red Riding Hood story is cyberpunk, and the wolf is an organization of people that have become so, I guess, they have so much need for physical stuff because everything is digital, and they experience everything in like a fakeness, so they become hungry for doing nasty stuff. So we end up having basically a serial killer, bad wolf, and they eventually, the story will meet up to a Red Riding Hood that has to protect herself from a guy that's a serial killer. It's brilliant, really clever.
Can you watch these in any order?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an anthology.
Standalone.
Every episode's like 50 minutes, so they're chunky. They're not 22 minutes, and there's a different aesthetics, and there's a link of the Grimm brothers with their sister that we didn't know they had, reading a story to her, and this is the new story. So everyone kind of starts with them talking about, a story and the version of it, and then they go into it. Apparently, someone mentioned in my comments, and I never noticed, that you can see the Grimm brothers in every episode. You just need to like find them, like a little Easter egg in there,
Really?
which I think is really cool. I didn't know that even. So my favorite though was okay. There is a. I'm just gonna find it because I've never heard of this fairy tale. And you'll have to let me know because the title eludes me still. Let me get it. Okay. Come on. Here we go. So we have Little Red Riding Hood, with Cinderella's first, Little Red Riding Hood, Hansel and Gretel, The Elves and the Shoemaker, which is about a writer instead of... So the writer like has writer's block. And an elf helps him, so that's different to the shoemaker, which is great.
Nice.
The Town Musicians of Bremen. Have you ever heard of that? As a Grimm fairy tale?
No.
Very unique. That's my favorite. And Pied Piper of Hamelin. So let me just warn, trigger warnings for the Little Red Riding Hood one. There's a reason why it has an 18 certificate.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. And so because of that serial killer vibe, there's a lot of gore, a lot of torture, a lot of nudity. It's very like a B horror movie, but in anime style. That image there, I believe, is the one I'm talking about. That's my favorite. It's a Western.
Which one? I don't know.
The one that you just came from.
This one?
Yeah, that one right
Okay.
there. Yeah, that is the Town Musicians of Bremen, which is a weird... They're not musicians. They basically gunslingers, and they go from town to town, and one of them picks up a new band. There's a young girl that's part of a traveling group of miscreants. How do they describe it? I want to get it right. Former deputy dog roams the land with unlikely companions, but their search for home is interrupted when they run into the notorious Wade brothers. So they're trying to settle down. They've been, she's like a not self-appointed, but she is a sheriff, but not of this particular town. She's got her crew that are very skilled in various kind of way, so I won't do any spoilers. There's a young girl that's part of the Wade brothers that needs a home, and they kind of take her under their wing, but they need to take out the Wade brothers. And the brothers just aren't two guys. There's a whole gang. And this is the most anime episode you're going to get in this anthology, from the action sequences that are just really good, really well done, to the kind of the tropes that you get in anime. That image you see there is Cinderella, and it's a thriller. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had this on my list to watch.
It's so fun. It's so different. That's what I like what they've done with it. It literally, it takes it and then it just puts it on its head. It's like, you thought you knew Cinderella, but...
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's... has me excited to watch it then, because Yeah,
I mean, I know you don't watch that much anime. You do watch some, but that sort of story, I think, will intrigue you.
Well, and I love Grimm Fairy Tales. I actually, somewhere around here, I have like one of a bigger book of them.
Oh, nice.
Some of them just I read them as a kid, and they
nice
appropriately screwed me up.
Yeah,
you know?
The original Grimm stories were dark. The Disney took them and made them so like not what they are at all.
Exactly. So, all right.
Cool. Well, what's on your list, Chris?
So this one is, I haven't done a review of it yet.
Okay.
But it came out actually last week on Netflix.
Right.
And it is called Baby Reindeer.
I was hoping that you were going to talk about this.
Wow.
It's really good, is it?
This is, yes.
Okay.
I never want to watch it again, though.
Oh, wow. I thought it was a comedy thriller, though.
It is comedy, but okay. So the guy in here, it's let me pull up the thing so I get his name right, because it's not actually, it's his name. In real life, his name is Richard Gadd, and he is a stand-up comic, and who. This is his story. Okay, so he plays the character named Donnie Dunn, but it is his life. He's telling, and the bravery that this man exudes by opening up to the things that happen to him. So it's really, he's a struggling, aspiring stand-up comic. He works in a bar. A woman walks in. He feels sorry for her. He gives her a free cup of tea. And then she becomes very obsessive, but he also feeds into that. And he begins to need it. And so you see this
She becomes obsessive with him.
Oh yeah. She's
stalker.
full on stalker. Like full on stalker. Like not even, I mean what got me though, okay, so that's horrifying, and there's so much of it where you sit there and you watch him, especially as things happen to Donnie, and he gets into these situations, and more like bad, harrowing things happen, and yet he continues to go back into them. He explains all of this, okay? It's really hard to watch, though, because we see from the outside looking into it, we watch somebody who has an addiction, okay? And they keep going back to the addiction because it has such a hold on them.
Oh, so the addiction is him.
Well, we're seeing two different
perspectives
of addiction, but but Donnie doesn't deal with just one addiction. It's like a whole bunch of different addictions that all culminate together.
Okay.
And they really just form him. I mean, this is one of the best shows I've seen in quite a while.
Oh, wow.
And yet it is like it's captivating. Like I couldn't stop watching it. and yet my brain and my body said, please stop watching this.
Oh, wow, it's really dark. What was that comedy series we watched recently about the recovering a louder
Louder
milk?
Milk. Yeah.
Same feeling?
Oh no, that one's way funnier. Way
okay, so
way
this is
more
much
lighthearted.
darker.
This is much darker. I mean, oh yeah, no. This one has. The reason I say it's brave also is because Richard Gadd he's telling his own story, and he's telling all of his story. At least the things that we see are so horrifying that you can't imagine that he's holding anything back. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not for like shame or something that he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to talk about that, because he talks about all kinds of stuff, and he lets us in his life. I mean, it's a wonderful tale, not only as a cautionary story of like just obsession or addiction, but it's also then of opening up. How do you hold on to things? Do you keep them covered? Do you keep them shadowed and secret, especially if they're harming you, in your insides? And I mean, it goes through relationships. Oh my gosh.
The episodes looked like they were half an hour long.
Ish.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why I thought it was going to be more. I'm pretty sure it said like comedy as well. So it's really not. It's just loosely dark, but mostly just depressing.
I mean, there is comedy to it. There are parts that make you laugh. You get to see all the time Martha the stalker. She types out messages to him, and we get to see them. The spelling and the grammar is atrocious.
Dyslexics unite.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so funny, and you're like, wow, okay. You feel it's crazy because you feel sorry for Donnie, the character, but you also feel this contempt for him because he keeps going into these situations, but if you've ever dealt with any sort of addiction, then you can understand where he's coming from. You may not be able to relate necessarily one-to-one because, he's got so many things that are going on in his life and in this story.
Yeah.
But to understand the inability to stop the thing that you're addicted to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? No matter how much you want, you fall back into that. And so that's a powerful story. Yeah. And it is depressing. It is funny and it is cringy, but good God, it's dark also. Okay. I mean, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It is brilliantly executed. So just harrowing to watch, but also incredibly brave. So if you have Netflix and you're in a good mental space,
I was gonna say,
yeah, you need to be. This is going to be triggering, I think, for a lot of people because there is sexual assault, there is drugs, there is self destruction, there is abuse, it runs the gamut. And so it is very good at opening up conversations if you're able to have that conversation. If you're not, or you're not at a space for that, or you're not in a good place mentally, then I would avoid this show for a while, because it is so touching and is so real and raw.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's. I mean, I've only seen like where I've seen like people talking about it on the internet, or on. I've only seen people like talk about it in like you, just really awe-inspiring but dark. So. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the comments.
Yeah,
Sound
let's
good?
go to the comments. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling up to find out where we're at. Let's see here. Flowers for Algernon has been adapted several times and is worth a watch. I don't think I've seen any of those.
Okay.
I do remember John Cusack in Grosse Point Blank asking his teacher if he was still inflicting that on people. But yeah, there you go. Wiz is a classic. Chris, have you watched The Chestnut Man? Yes, I enjoyed it. Ruben, you watched that also, that Netflix series.
Yeah, we've both done reviews for that. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Loved it, and that's right up my alley. The dark Nordic European / European mystery thriller, things like that. Love them. Attempting to say only faintly. Okay. Yeah. Hey, if you make any spelling errors, if you make any weird comments, just blame it on 420. It's all good. We know. No worries there at all.
Oh, only faintly. I get it now. If that was so long ago, that was like last year.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know. Hey, okay, Zed. Chris, I remember once you said that you liked The Witch by Robert Eggers but didn't love it. What do you think is missing, or what have could been done better? So the first time I watched it, I didn't like it at all. I was very unimpressed.
I remember.
I went then after seeing Hereditary and viewing things with a new thing. New
What's a thing? A new perspective?
Perspective. Yeah, I liked it more. I still
Right.
didn't love it. I don't know what could have been better though.
It really irritates me that it's spelled Vitch.
Vitch. Yes. Yep. Kevin Conroy from the Batman series. B. Brosier, you're back. Grandkids are here. Oh, awesome. We'll enjoy that.
Hi, grandkids.
That's okay. Yeah. Doolittle with Rex Harrison. Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance and Lady Vengeance.
Lady Vengeance is excellent.
Who's in that?
It's a Japanese film. I will never be able to say who's in that.
Okay. I'll have to look for both of those. Okay. Seen the movie
If it's the
Under
one
the
I'm thinking of.
Under the Skin. That's what's her name, right? Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
She's an alien. Is that what that is?
Yes. It's a weird film, that one.
Okay. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Okay.
I don't blame you for not getting
Not
it.
understanding it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruben. Oh, General, as you were, Ruben. What do you guys think of the movie Blood for Dust? The Kit Harington movie.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen that either.
I don't think a lot about it.
It's also got Josh Lucas in it. It is from last year, so it's recent. Huh. Yeah, it's got a lot of people in there. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Caliphate, the series. Oh my gosh. Ashish, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
It's been a lot, but I thought it was incredible. Like, brutally honest. And the comments I had in the review was so nasty. Seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, so this really has triggered lots of people. I thought it was incredible. Yeah.
I remember really enjoying it. Yeah, so I think
We've
worth
both
watching.
reviewed it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ashish, if you want to get like more in-depth reviews of Caliphate, we have both reviewed it on our channel, so feel free to have a look at those.
Yeah, I wish I could say more, but it's been so long
It's
since.
it's a few years now. Yeah.
And we've watched so much.
So much since then,
Yeah. Chris is going to defend Terminator Salvation till his deathbed. The story, the time
I'm with
frame,
you.
the continuity. Yep. Okay. Dan Stevens, underrated. Oh, next James Bond, if not Henry Cavill.
Ooh, that's an interesting choice. I see that
is.
because he's got some more years and youth in him. A lot of the choices that people are saying they're choosing older Bonds. I get that they might have one or two in them, but the space that we have in between each Bond is growing. It's like 4 or 5 years in between when we get them. So you're looking at 20 years to get like a trilogy out of a and you're like, no, if he's 60 and then he's 80, decrepit Bond.
Band-Aid is what his name.
James.
Oh, funny. Yeah, Dan Stevens in Eurovision. He was good in that.
He was
'Cause
good
he was
in
kind
that,
of the bad
yeah.
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ruben, you can talk to this one. Mr. and Mrs. Smith spin-off series.
A lot of people love this series. I was basically berated for not liking it in my review for it. I was like, sorry, again, don't call it Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's just the two people that are spies that come together. They take it. The acting was good. I just found it really slow, and I just didn't like the characters. Like where Mr. and Mrs. Smith, they fight, they kind of get over it in the movie, and then they're together and they work together. This one, you go through the whole 8 episodes of where they're fighting, sorted together, have a bit of relationship, fighting again, and it just came across as a... You know, they have those sessions on the couches with the therapist in the movie. That they have that in this, but it just felt like they needed that's what the movie, that series was like they needed, it was like therapy.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And I love the actors. I think they're great, but just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Okay. A guest is great. So let's see. Oh, yeah. So funny in Eurovision. But Dan Stevens in Legion.
That's the one. Dude, you have to watch that. Like, have to. I've never, ever seen... Like, even you don't even need to call it an X-Men series. It's bonkers. It's way out there. And who he plays, it's one of those characters that we haven't seen done in live action. You wouldn't know it, who he plays, but the linking to it, I love seeing the speculation of the fans. But literally is one of the best TV series ever made. It's incredible.
Aubrey Plaza in it? Oh my gosh, she is in it. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
Cool. Oh, yep. Fellow Gosford Park lover there. Nice. In my list, there are 3 shows which... Three Body Problem, Avatar Last Airbender, and Fallout. I want to know that which one is worth watching for right now.
I mean, it depends on what you like, Chris.
You've seen all 3.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen Last Airbender. I would probably go Fallout out of the 3 to go with first, just because the Three Body Problem, while I liked it a lot, I have zero confidence that it is going to be renewed.
Plus, you could watch the original Chinese version that's on Amazon Prime at the moment.
Exactly.
And has 30 episodes and I think a complete story?
I think it's the first book. Yeah, it's the whole book.
The whole book, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's all 3 books.
If you're a huge fan of Avatar, you'll be impressed what they did with the live action. Fallout is awesome.
Yeah,
maybe I'll leave the best for last.
Maybe, but that's a lot of episodes to get through.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, ding dong. Yep, there you go. Anthony Jameson wants to be part of Scream 7.
All right.
Well, Nev Campbell's in it, so there you go. In Time. Yeah. That's the one with Justin Timberlake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. I thought that was a good concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Loving the conversations. We love them too. Which is the best sitcom show that you have seen?
Oh, good Lord. That's a tough one.
I'm going to go Spaced.
I don't know. I have too many. I like sitcoms. I love How I Met Your Mother. I love Friends. I love Frasier. I love Moonlighting. Mork and Mindy. It's Spaced. Yeah. I just don't know how to choose. Yeah. All of those are listed.
Ruben, you sold Badger on watching Grimm Variations. Good job.
Woo.
Cool. Okay, Yossi and Niket are going to have a Willem Dafoe marathon. Mr. Holland's Opus.
Oh my gosh. I have the soundtrack, the score to that. It's so emotional, that film. And he's excellent in that.
Richard Dreyfuss is just,
It might be my favorite performance of his.
Really? Okay, that's.
I mean, he's done a lot, but
yeah, but that's a real. Yeah, no, it's powerful.
what,
Yeah.
what's yours?
Oh, I don't know. See, I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen Mr. Holland's Opus.
Yeah.
But the two obviously that I always think
Close
about.
Encounters and Jaws.
And Jaws. Yeah. That's. I mean, but what about Bob? Come on.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. What do you do when you're not watching movies?
Sleep?
Oh, I don't do that.
You don't sleep.
I don't
read.
sleep.
I read and I play games and I play table tennis with my wife on our table, our dining room table that we turn into a table tennis thing.
Nice.
I try to walk around the block before my back kills me because I'm fat. Tonight we're going to start knitting.
Have you ever knitted before?
Once at school.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got a luminous pink.
Sweet.
And
Are they
I'm
the
gonna
big
try
ones?
Yeah,
Are they
massive things.
the-
And we're gonna try and watch Grey's Anatomy while knitting. I don't know how much of my cool card I've now given back for doing that, but
Are you kidding me, dude? If you can get it to a point where you can make me a toque, I would love it. I want a
learn how to
toque.
make a toque. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, dude, that'd be awesome. Yeah. For me, I work outside of YouTube, and that takes up most of my time. But then I annoy my family, especially with my wife, with terrible shows that we watch.
You do puzzles?
We do puzzles. Do. I said do.
You
Yeah.
said do. Yeah.
Yeah. Puzzles is yeah.
You read? We both read.
We both read. Yeah, I tend to get more reading done right now with audiobooks when I'm running errands or driving to and from work. But I'll typically have a physical book that I'm reading and an audiobook that I'm listening to going at the same time because
nice.
those don't get mixed up in my brain.
Right.
But reading to or listening to two would get mixed up.
Yeah. No, I see the separation there. That works quite nice. And I watch a lot of anime. Like I'm watching
yes, you
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good question.
Yeah. Watched the first 3 episodes of Baby Reindeer. Bizarre. Yeah, it's going to get about a whole lot darker. So, Gattaca. You love Gattaca.
Oh my gosh, that's the reason why we named our son Ethan, from our love for that movie with Ethan Hawke in it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know
where
that.
the inspiration came from. Yeah.
That's outstanding. Hans Zimmer, Hollywood Rebel. Dude, my son is like ready to go broke just to go and buy a ticket to see him someplace because that present is so good in concert. So, okay.
The Jack Sparrow theme. Good Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Wish I could see him in concert. Just for that theme alone, I'd be like in a rock concert. Like that's the level of excitement for me. I'd be like, yeah, come on.
Okay, for me, I Saw the Devil and Mother. So, okay. So the movie that we watched this week together, I think I meant to type out in my list of movies that I wanted to watch, I Saw the Devil.
Yeah.
Not the one that we watched. Because the one that we watched was horrendous. And then Mother from 2009.
I've never seen that.
I don't think I've seen that.
What's her face, right?
It's Bong Joon-ho. No. You're thinking of 2017 from Aronofsky's with Jennifer Lawrence. This is from 2009. This is South Korean from Bong Joon-ho.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I've not seen it. A mother desperately searches for the killer who framed her son for a girl's horrific murder.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Do it.
Wow, I definitely want to watch that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to our stuff, and then we'll go.
So I'm
from
aware
there.
of time, so I'm just going to do one more, and I'm going to do it really quickly. This one.
Okay.
So last night, I literally flicked for an hour, Chris. Like, We'd been fairly healthy all week. We ordered a Chinese to reward ourselves for being healthy, and then undid all the good work. And then I had to choose what we're going to watch. I was like, okay, we've watched way too much Grey's Anatomy. Let's find something that we can watch. And I dude, eventually we were just, I can't even remember what we did watch, but we ate our food and went to bed. And then I have my sleeping apparatus on for my sleep apnea, and I look like some
until you put on the
weird
mask.
Yeah, Bane. I was born in the darkness. And then I was like, oh, let's check what Paramount's doing. And Paramount has released an animated series, at least here in the UK. It might have been out for you guys like way before, but ARK, the animated series.
Oh, that's not the one I thought you were going to do.
No, sorry, it completely stumped you. This is based on a very popular video game. It's one of those survival video games where you land in the world and you have nothing, and you got to like build everything and survive. And what's unique about it is that it's you play with a whole bunch of people online. You can build your forts and stuff, and they can come and attack you and destroy it. But they're dinosaurs, all sorts of types of dinosaurs, and you can tame them. You can eat them. You know, it's literally like Minecraft, but much bigger and more human and building. So they've done an animated series. And so it's basically called ARK, the animated series. The first episode's about its protagonist is paleontologist Helena Walker awakes on a mysterious island populated by extinct creatures, thrown into a strange world filled with prehistoric beasts and people, and throughout human history, Helena must adapt to her dangerous and new surroundings. So it works out well that she's a paleontologist. She has so much knowledge about dinosaurs, so she kind of knows how to deal with them, how to like kind of get them on her side or run away from them, what they like, what they don't like, that kind of thing. She has a lot of knowledge that she can bring. Everybody that's arrived on this island is from a different time. So if people from like throughout history, different time, they arrive on this. I mean, we don't know where the ARK is. It's we don't know if it's Earth. It certainly doesn't seem like it. It seems like its own separate place in time. Everybody arrives with a little diamond on their, like a weird artifact embedded in their skin. Very Lost the vibes. And then there's different people from all times with various knowledge, from warriors to like Genghis Khan type people. But they're all people from Earth. So it's also, I think, similar to like if you've died or had an experience where you're about to die, you're taken from that moment. So it's, a lot of people think it's their purgatory or their version of hell or that kind of thing. But so everybody's fighting to survive, and we are thrust into this kind of world with our main protagonist Helena as she tries to survive. Now, it's an animated series and it's on Paramount, and I thought, oh yeah, this is fun. The first episode, we are introduced to a big brute of a guy who's trying to help her. Like, he comes from, I think he was World War II, and he's a big American strong guy, and he wanted to know whether we won the war or not. And I liked him immediately. He was like doing the protective thing of, and I'm gonna spoil this because this happens literally in the first 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This will be fun to watch with, like, you know, the family. No. He gets speared through the head in the most goriest way, and like it all splatters on her face. And just when we thought he literally just said, don't worry, I'll protect you in this land, spear through the head, just goes and I'm like, oh, it's one of these. and then I was much more invested. So it's a 15. It's very much of like a older teen to adult storyline, and it's taking everything, if you've played the games that you know, kind of embedding that in the story. But if you don't, I mean, I think I've played the game once, so like I know nothing about the lore really. And I was just like, this is really good. I haven't seen the whole thing. There's 6 episodes. They're all long episodes, like 45 minutes a piece. And I think I've seen the first 2, and I'm like riveted. It's really fun. Lots of backstory given to our characters in flashbacks on Earth. And then as she survives, like with each episode, she meets people that kind of form a rebel band, more characters to fight against the sort of big bad that's taken of the land. Visually reminds me a little bit of like Invincible, that sort of animation.
Okay.
And might be, gory like that.
I'm looking at the cast. I don't know who Madeline.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I wanted to mention. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
Carry on. Yeah.
Well, I don't know who Madeline Madden, who plays Helena, but you've got D. Bradley Baker, Michelle Yeoh, Zahn McClarnon, Devery Jacobs, Gerard Butler, David Tennant, Jeffrey Wright. Holy crap!
Yeah. That was one of the reasons I was like, when I started watching, because I didn't know if I was going to carry on. It's like, oh, an Animania. The list of the voice cast is incredible, and David Tennant plays one of the main bad guys,
Ooh.
and he is great in this.
I have this on either my Steam or my Epic wish list. One of the games. I know they have a whole bunch of different variations. The reason I did it because it reminded me, at least on the outset, like a little bit of Turok.
Yeah.
Which is just a fun
Absolutely.
game. But
yeah, just go through those A-listers again. Like,
so you got D. Bradley Baker, who does Dodo. I mean, now he's like in almost any animated show you can ever watch, doing animals.
when it says Dodo,
sounds.
he's literally a dodo.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Michelle Yeoh, Zahn McClarnon, who I love him. Devery Jacobs, she is outstanding. She also stars with Zahn McClarnon in Reservation Dogs. So there you go. Gerard Butler,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright,
Yeah.
and David Tennant. Holy good.
That is an insane voice cast. So when I say it was good, I'm not like just saying Ruben loves animation. No, there's got a big budget, obviously, because of the voice cast, and it's
top tier cast there. Wow.
Yeah, and this came out of nowhere for me. I had no idea this was even coming. Yeah,
that's cool. No, that's outstanding. Okay, well, I don't have anything else on my list for the best thing.
Okay,
but let's.
Do you want to talk about our movie of the week?
Yes. We're going to talk about the poo one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything comes down to poo.
I Trapped the Devil
Did you, though? Like, if you thought I had a rant about Rebel Moon Part 2, I could double down.
This movie, okay, so it takes place during Christmas time, and it's got this dude who's living in his house, and there's all kinds of long, boring, uninteresting shots of him just looking at something or static on a TV. We come to find out that his brother and sister-in-law have come to visit him, and because they haven't seen him for quite a while, and he's supposedly, he has something that's trapped in the basement behind a door. He believes it is the devil, and it is making him go mad. Mm-hmm. His brother and sister-in-law just think he's got somebody trapped in the...
He's just taken someone and put them in the basement, yeah.
Yeah. This sucks donkey balls, okay?
It really, really does.
This is the thing I could not understand. Okay, there's a whole lot in this movie that none of it works. Okay, like why it's happening, who this is, what's going on. The characters are uninteresting. The shots, they sit on people for so long with nothing going on.
The filmmaking is atrocious. It's a bad movie, like put together wise.
Why are there so many fade to black transitions? It's literally like they expected this to be on TV and there be commercial breaks, because it will fade to black and then we will come back at a different location with a character doing something else.
Yeah, it's one of the first things when I was studying television and film production. They teach you that at uni when you're learning film. To create atmosphere, you never do a fade to black. You literally cut to the next scene.
Yeah, if you can't resolve it, dissolve it. But other than that...
Yeah.
This movie is how long? It felt longer than
7
what it
hours,
was.
I think.
Yeah, it's okay. Get this, it's 82 minutes.
Okay, while you're thinking about the runtime and how long it isn't, but it should be, on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave this 73%.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, 37 reviewers gave this 33%. sorry, 73%. Yeah, 33 would have been better.
No.
Yeah,
There's no atmosphere. The lighting
professionals
sucks.
class this as a good movie, Chris.
I would like to look at that list of people.
The Trapped Devil is an austere shocker worth checking out.
No.
This is gonna freak you out. A horror film more no, it won't freak you out. A horror film more interested in sustained dread than easy answers. Scott Pothris gives a memorable, unhinged performance. Chris Stuckman.
Chris. No. No. But here's one. The performances are regrettably subpar, and the pacing is frustratingly glacial in stretches.
That's very
Yes,
accurate.
that is very accurate. This is I didn't even like the premise of this. I mean,
No.
it has there's
No.
so much things, like there's him, like even in the picture that we're showing here, him staring at this. Well, this is the brother-in-law, but
Yeah.
the dude has this room that's like the conspiracy theory room from hell. Why is it there? What does it do?
They don't use it. It doesn't forward the plot at all. They just kind
No.
of show it as like, this is what I've pieced together. I'm like, okay, show us what you pieced together. But they don't explain it. They don't do anything with it. This literally jumped into my top 10 worst films of all time. And that's not because it's like it's an indie film or doesn't have a big budget. It's because of the way it's put together, how the story or the non-existent story, the fruition of it, the placing of the camera. Like if you want to be an indie filmmaker, learn how to progress a 3-tiered arc. You have a location, you have actors, you have a sort of a budget. I honestly thought students would have done better with this.
The opening scene where there's a conversation, actually several of the it doesn't really matter, pick a scene, the entire movie, the conversations are so stilted.
Ugh.
And the space between the dialogue literally seems like they don't know their lines,
Yeah.
and so they're trying to figure
So they're
out
cutting
what they
in
should
between
say.
maybe, or going, and they're like,
Or
you
no,
can
they
just
just-
see holding up cue cards behind the camera. So
They're just like
looking.
Yeah, because even when there's heated conversations or passionate conversations, they don't happen with the speed that normal conversations would. You know,
No.
if you and I are getting into a heated debate or just a passionate debate, even if we're both agreeing, you know what I mean? We talk excitedly. There's that natural.
I can see they were trying to go for that sort of cosmic horror feel, like some films have, like really obscure. I'm thinking of like some Nicolas Cage ones, like almost Cthulhu in a bathroom. Oh my god, yeah, please, I'm having PTSD now with that sound effect. Like I could see what they wanted to, but they just never even remotely scratched the surface of that.
And then the end. Like it just.
I've never been so frustrated with a film. And I was also confused because I was like, oh, Chris wanted to watch this one. Why? Why?
Well, no joke. Okay, I kid you not. I started typing it into IMDb to see to remind myself where it was playing, where I could watch it at. And I typed in I Saw the Devil. That I honestly believe that's the movie I thought.
Wait, did I
was
get it wrong?
No. No.
okay.
This is the one that I had written down, but I think I originally, when I wrote it down,
good Lord.
I think I got it wrong because
Okay.
I Saw the Devil is from 2010 and it looks really good.
We so should have watched that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I apologize to you for making you watch this abysmal
Thank you. I feel like I needed an apology for that.
crap.
It's so bad.
I apologize to everybody else in the comments for having to even hear about this movie, but hopefully we have given you a cautionary tale of what to avoid and to never, ever, ever watch this.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In interest of time, should we hit up news?
Yeah, you can
Oh,
start.
yeah.
I'm gonna change battery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me do that. I've got all kinds of things going wrong here. Sorry, I needed to. Let's see here for news. The best thing I heard this week, which is crazy because Netflix, we're still waiting to hear if Three Body Problem is going to be renewed or not. Fallout, that just came out, last week, has already been renewed for season 2. Amazon is doing this right. When they give us information, they give us The Boys. Hey, guess what? We just finished season 3. Season 4 of The Boys is coming back. Well, they did it again with Fallout. Fallout season 2 is now on the books. We're ready to go. So good. Why doesn't Netflix work ahead with some of their shows like that? I do not know. It drives me insane. But anyway,
It's so stupid.
Yeah, but Fallout 2 has been renewed, so that's good.
It's great news.
There was one. How I don't remember what it was now. Pooh. I didn't write it down because I thought I'd remember it.
Okay, well, I've got a few on those that have been renewed.
Okay.
So, for all the fans of For All Mankind, that has been renewed again for a 5th season. In addition, they're doing a spin-off series that looks at the Russian side of the story. So it's an alternate history timeline, and they're doing one called Star City, which will focus on the Soviet space program.
Huh.
So it's obviously doing really well. We really need to watch this, Chris.
I've not watched any of it.
There's 5 seasons to watch.
Yeah, I know. That's what's daunting.
Okay. The Witcher just makes me more and more sad as more news comes out. So they are finishing it with season 5. So they've given our new Liam Hemsworth, our new Witcher, 2 seasons at least. It was initially going to go for at least 6. They had a story mapped out for 6, but because of the reception, obviously, of changing Cavill for Liam, that has been synonymous. Just people just didn't want that at all, and he walked away. Cavill did, because he didn't like the direction of the writing. That was not what he wanted to be. So he moved out of that, which is fair enough, and well done for him. But that leaves all us fans going, man. So they've only now started production. They haven't been filming all this time, with all the time we've had in between.
What?
Yeah, they've only now started production. So it's still probably 2 years away.
So see, this is the
This is Netflix again. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand, as a production studio, why aren't you pushing your properties earlier and faster, and not necessarily to rush them through production, but that is a massive delay. You've known that you hired Hemsworth a while ago.
Yep.
You should already have the story going, regardless of who's playing Geralt.
But Netflix aren't the only ones that are making weird decisions. Disney, they've renewed Goosebumps. Now, I loved the TV series of Goosebumps. I thought it was excellent, so good. But what they've done is they've renewed it for a 2nd season, but the show will be taking an anthology series route with an all-new cast and storyline. So they're not continuing with the cast that they've created with the characters that we love and that universe that they've left open with some of the stories not completely finished. They're giving us all new. So it's a reboot, but then also anthology. So episode of the week.
So they've taken what worked, what was surprising that it worked.
Yeah.
And thrown that away.
Yeah.
To do something that has been shown that
they're going to use people's goodwill for what they loved about it, thinking, oh yeah, I remember, I love that. And then going, what the hell is this? And continuing on this weird trend of stuff that's been renewed but is odd, Apple TV, unfortunately, is not without its weird decision making. But the last thing he told me was a limited series, right? He even says so in its synopsis. But the cast are coming back for a second season. And then you ask yourself, how?
Okay.
That's my news. I'm just confused.
I don't even. Yeah, what in the actual crap? Sorry, and I'm trying to find my bit of news, but I can't.
Okay, well, I have one more piece of news, I think.
Okay,
So I'll keep. Quentin Tarantino's now cancelled the movie critic. Is that
that's what it was. That's what
Okay.
it was. Yes.
Yeah, included with Brad Pitt returning as Cliff Booth. So he's obviously not signed on the project anymore. Weird decision. I'd love to know the real reason behind it, because he was very much in. He'd written the script. They were getting ready to film, attached actors to it.
I don't understand the hype around.
I was never interested in the movie critic. I'm kind of glad that's not the one he's finishing, because this was going to be his last one.
I know, but why? Why is it? I don't understand. I don't understand that hype. You know what I mean?
Oh, the reason why, in an interview, he said he doesn't want to be this old director that is still directing films and had his best work done. He says he's seen so many directors now that are putting out stuff that wasn't their best work. He wants to be remembered for the quality of stuff that he's done in his life, not just keeping going until it's,
Well, that's kind of arrogant thinking that your next one will be good.
Well, I'm Quentin
Right.
Tarantino. Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Anyway, I don't know. Okay,
I do have more news. I didn't know. Pamela Anderson is starring opposite Liam Neeson in a Naked Gun reboot. I was like, they're starting, and then I picture them together. I was like, oh wow, that's actually kind of ingenious. Yeah, that could really work. He has a dry. I don't know if you've ever seen Neeson do comedy, but when you do see him, he has a really dry wit about him.
Oh yeah, no, I've liked him in several things. I mean, even what is it? Love Actually. I mean, he's got a sentimental type of dry delivery there that works, and not just his tough guy persona.
Godzilla -1.
Uh-huh.
Though exclusively Amazon Prime Video will exclusively on the 3rd of May have Godzilla, the black and white versions and the color one on its platform, but in Japan. So this is where I think they've really shot themselves in the foot, because all of those that really wanted to watch the film, including me, will VPN it or download it, because it'll be in all its glory day it comes out on the 3rd of May, instead of just getting their act together, sorting out the licensing issues, and promote it on their platform and sell it for 20 quid, because people, I guarantee, will buy it. And time and time again, studios do this. It's so dumb.
Well, and why aren't they doing the physical release with a dual 4K that has both the black and white version and the
I would
color?
buy the heck out of that.
Yep, you make it a steel book and you jack up the price even more. I'll pay $50 for that. Absolutely.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Culture Crave did a tweet on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, about Elon Musk. They said, Elon Musk says Twitter is going to start charging new users a fee before they can post, like bookmark or reply to tweets. Accounts will still be able to follow or browse for free.
Is that real?
It's Culture Crave.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know.
I want to see a real
if that's
source.
real, that It's
That's the
killed the
death
platform.
knell. Yep.
Yeah, you've killed it. Yeah. Okay, and to continue the trend of just what is happening in the world, there is a reviewer for Nerdist. Do you know Nerdist?
Yes.
Pretty big platform. Yeah. Named Mikey Walsh. Now, I appreciate that people can have different opinions when it comes to movies, right? People like films or don't like films. I don't understand the half a star that is given for Civil War. Half a star. Like, even if it's terrible, the cinematography, the look, the acting, you would give it at least 2.5.
Is that a political review? But even the movie's apolitical, so it's not even.
Yeah.
What's the okay?
What does he say here? As Jesse Plemons, who shows up for the film's best sequence, a terrifying moment that takes place in a totally different, much better movie where fascist Americans actually exist. The 4 main characters all have depth in the movie that is otherwise blah blah blah. Yeah. half a star. Half a star. It's just like, what?
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't talk about. Oh, you talked about the worst thing on your list, right?
Yeah, right.
You did at the beginning.
Yeah.
Can I tell you about mine really quick?
Yeah, sure. That's all my news done. So go.
Oh,
for it.
okay. Okay, good. Let me make a time code here because I forgot about this because this needs to be a cautionary tale. It's called All You Need Is Death. This is an Irish film that has an excellent premise. We have these people who are researching little known songs, unknown songs,
I recognize
weird
the song.
songs.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You're the one that turned me on to this. The trailer intrigued me.
I'm sorry.
They these people stumble. They're like searching for these these rare things, which are songs. They get turned to all the way down through this course of people. A woman who sings a song that they don't know the language. They don't know. The song has no title. The words they're trying to it's never written down. It's all by memory,
Right.
passed down through generation. What it ends up being is that there's a curse encompassed within the song. And when these people ask this woman to sing it, and it gets recorded and then played out, the curse is opened up. Okay. That's the premise. Had they built on that and actually dove into
Sounds interesting.
what's going on, you have a movie.
Right.
We don't know why, really, these people are searching for this song or what they're going to do with it. We don't know who the characters are. It's like a waste of time. It becomes so utterly boring that, nothing is happening. And then you see these like somewhat creepy images, or they want it to be creepy images. They want it to be creepy setups, but that doesn't occur. I would give this, no joke, I would give this half a star, half a couch. And that's because the reason it gets the half a couch is because the premise at its core with a song that is unknown, untitled, hard to translate, that contains a curse, that's kind of cool.
That's a cool premise.
Yeah. That's the only good part. Don't. If you see this come up, it's definitely more of an indie film. But
Right.
if you see this come up on any of your streaming platforms as
But
opportunities
Chris,
to,
you're wrong, because it's got 83% from Rotten Tomatoes.
good. They No, and it wasn't just. The funny thing was, it wasn't just me that watched it. Some of my family watched it with me.
They really thanked you for that, didn't they?
Oh yeah, no, like 3/4 of the way, they're like, "Please, can we just turn this off?" And I was like,
The worst.
"I'm committed. I have to finish this. Maybe it's going to turn around in the last."
I'm sure to get good, guys.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. So all you need is death. Is a terrible, terrible movie. That is a waste of
death.
Yeah, I was praying for it.
Yeah.
Wanted to die. Oh, goodness.
Okay, so let me finish. I have one more piece of news. Let me finish on
okay. Yeah.
interesting news.
Okay.
And this is from the United States, so, good on you. The US in world first dogfight between AI jet and human pilot. The US Force has claimed that they have achieved a world first by carrying out a real-world dogfight between an AI-controlled fighter jet and a human pilot. A manned F-16, one of my favorite fighter jets of all, aircraft took on a computer-controlled X-62A Vista at the Air Force Test Pilot School at Edwards Air Force Base in California. You can look on the internet. There's a few pictures from DARPA.
So we're all dead.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, cool. Someone's going to hack that. We're screwed. Skynet is born.
Well, because remember there was the other one where it was a drone that had autonomous, like it would
Stealth?
fire on targets, but the people had
learned.
to say yes or no to whether or
Yeah.
not.
Oh, no,
and
that
it-
actually happened, didn't it?
Yeah, and it disagreed. The AI disagreed, and so blew
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
the controllers.
Yeah. No, it was a simulation that they were doing, but yeah, the AI
yeah.
was like, we're no, you're the target.
Yeah,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yay. Yay. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
Oh gosh. All right. Before we wrap up and hit up the last of the comments and stuff coming up next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do
Okay.
it.
The Jinx Part 2 comes out on Sunday on Max. That's a documentary, true crime documentary about the dude who was Robert Durst, who
This just reminded me, I'm a dude playing a dude with another dude.
yeah. He's just unsolved crimes and stuff. So season 2 is coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be good. It comes out tomorrow if you're live with us,
Nice.
or today if you're listening on the day of the release. Yeah.
There is a South Korean TV series called Goodbye Earth coming on Friday. An asteroid hurtles towards Earth with nothing to stop it. One determined teacher fights to keep her former students safe, no matter the cost. Actually, it looks fun.
Netflix. Yep.
Netflix. Yep.
Big Door Prize season 2 on Apple coming on Wednesday the 24th.
Okay. City Hunter coming on Thursday on Netflix. That's Japanese
Yes.
crime, so could be all right.
Yep. Dead Boy Detectives season 1 is also coming on the 25th, that Thursday.
Is that Thursday? Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
To Netflix. I'm really looking forward to this one. Sting had come out before. You just watched Sting, also the Spider movie. But on Shudder on the 26th is called Infested.
Ooh.
This one, it's a French film, and to the best of my knowledge, they used real spiders in the production, at least for part of it.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
There's another Netflix. I've just skipped over that because I'm already on nightmare mode. Real spiders? No. Netflix. Excuse me. The Assunta case?
Yes. I am really looking forward to
Documentary,
this.
right?
Is it, or was it a dramatization?
Oh,
I don't remember.
maybe.
Either way,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was an interesting story. So, if you like that sort of dark content on Netflix, it's there this week.
Yep. Coming to theaters, cinemas, is Challengers with Zendaya, and then Boy Kills World with, what's his face?
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jessica
I'm
wrote. And
so looking forward to that. I
Hope
saw
it's
another,
good.
I saw another trailer and I was like, good Lord, that is my jam.
Nice.
I'm not interested in watching
Challengers.
what's the name? Challenges at all.
I bought tickets because sometimes the theaters here in the U.S. do these secret movies, and like they're $5 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So
You think it's that one?
well, I bought all of us tickets because all of my family doesn't have anything going on Monday, and that's when it
nice.
is. So we're gonna go see it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it's Boy Kills World.
Right. Oh yeah, that would be much better. Yeah.
Yeah, but it could be Challengers, which my wife is like, "Oh, please don't let it be Challengers." She doesn't want to see it.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence of whether or not I want to see it. It looks very depressing and messy from a relational standpoint.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't inspire like, ooh, yes, I really want to watch that. Doesn't mean it's not good, just not something that.
No, I'm on Spider-Man's side on this one. There's literally a meme I saw this week where Spider-Man is sitting on top of the lamppost and he's watching an advertisement and the trailer for the film comes out, and he sees like the two guys with his girl, and he's like I'm like yeah, it's not okay, man.
Yeah. Oh goodness. If you like rock music, especially hair bands, something like that, Thank You Good Night, the Bon Jovi story, is coming to Hulu.
That's Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
like Bon Jovi. I'm a big fan. So
do too. I've got screeners for it, so I'm hoping it's going to be good.
Okay.
And then also coming on Friday, the 26th, to most places,
right,
on Paramount Plus, is Knuckles season 1.
Oh.
The live action series. It's not coming out in Japan,
right,
and one or two other places.
Is it coming out to the UK?
I believe. Let me look at what the screener notes say here. Let's see. Okay. The 26th is when the series is available on Paramount Plus in the U.S. Where did I read? Yeah, I thought there was one. Someplace I saw that it's going to be in different spots.
Right. Like that comes out at different times.
Yeah, which I thought was
sometimes.
weird.
Yeah.
But is what it is. So if you're in the U.S., you get to watch it this week, and it has my man Idris in it.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's why you would watch it, because you want to see what Idris does with Knuckles, right?
I liked him in the sequel of the Thing.
Yeah,
he
was good in that. Yeah,
I thought it was. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Trying to see just so that I could get for everybody. Okay, and then it comes out. So Paramount Plus in U.S. and Canada on the 26th. On the 27th, all 6 episodes premiere in all of the additional Paramount territories, and then in Japan later this year.
Wow, I wonder why Japan.
I don't know. That makes
weird.
Yeah. I thought that was weird too. So.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, I think. That's all I got on my list anyway. So.
Cool.
All right. Going back to the chat. I need to find my thing here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Badger liked Legion, like you did. Going way back there. Under the Skin, Jonathan Glazer's movie prior to the Zone of Interest. I did not see. Well, I haven't seen either of them. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Zone of Interest, but yeah, okay, cool.
Fracture, Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I like that.
I don't know if I've seen that or not. I might have. Okay. Yeah. Bunny Dojo is going to revisit that.
It totally
Legion.
is confusing until it starts explaining stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
A knitted pink toucan sounds great. A toque, not toucan. Toque, which is a beanie. If Ruben could do a toucan, that would be funny also. But yeah, a toque. Arctic with Mads Mikkelsen.
I think I have. I like Mads. Generally, if he's in it, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna give it. That's not the one where he plays a drunk, right?
No.
I don't know if I've seen it, but I know of it.
Ooh. Yeah, I haven't. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. The Cure 1997 and The Medium 2021.
What is these adding to? Like remakes or something?
Just to our lists, or maybe just to watch.
Oh, to watch. Okay.
Yeah, I've heard of Cure, but Medium
I've seen like some of the
from
series of
2021. No, this is a different. Oh, this is
Kurosaka is Kia.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Kiyoshi Kurosaka. Yeah.
So this is what
The
from
Medium,
Thailand.
is it?
The Medium
Okay.
from 2021, and I watched a Thai. Was it Thai? Yeah, Thai movie this weekend. The Ghost Whisperer. It's on Netflix. It was good and bad. So
Okay.
it had some good atmosphere and some creepy stuff. Not all of it worked, but some of it did. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So Ruben, the Fourth Wing is no longer in your background.
Yeah. So guess what? I do have movements about this whole escapade. I've actually bought the sequel, which is as thick, but I haven't started reading them. Life is busy, man.
I'm not commenting on that. My TBR list of books that I have that have not even been cracked open is monster. So whatever.
Yeah, that's why I now have this, because I plan on watching this soon. That's on there because it's from. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I can't.
Curse.
Curse
Can you not
of
read
the
it?
Golden Flower. Curse of
Yeah.
the Golden Flower.
Curse of the Golden Flowers, Chow Yun Fat Gong Li, Jay Chow, a film by Zhang Yimou from the director of Hero and House of Flying Daggers. So it's one I've never seen, but I love those films, that the Hero and the House of Flying Daggers. So yeah, and Chow Yun Fat. So I've replaced it with a film, something realistically that I can do.
Okay, fair enough. Where those? Just notice where those other comments were coming from.
What are the comments?
I'm not sure. We're behind.
We're
Said,
so catching up. Yeah,
sorry.
guys.
So we're yeah. Have you seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
The movie, yes, one of my favorites. Chris?
Oh, cool. I haven't.
Yeah, why? Why not?
I don't know, but that has the cannibal in it, right?
What? Arnie Hammer.
Yeah, Army Hammer. Yeah.
Forget about that. It's got Henry Cavill in it.
Okay.
It's a seriously good film.
Okay. All right. Seen the movie Boss Level?
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know what that is.
I think that's the Hulu one with Mel Gibson. Yeah, Frank Grillo, Mel Gibson.
Oh!
Timey-wimey film. It's pretty good. To be
Oh,
fair.
okay. Yeah, I heard that was good. Okay, my wife calling me out saying that I have seen Fracture.
This is great. Every week you're like, I haven't seen it. Oh, yes, you have. We watched it this time.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Let me look. I mean, I understand. I know I've seen.
Do you know how many times I do this with my wife, Kay? We're like, oh yeah, no, I don't think I have seen that. And then it's like, oh yeah, I have seen this. Like half an hour into the movie, and I'm like,
Well, it's got an excellent cast. I mean,
Yes, it
we've
does.
got Ryan Gosling, Anthony Hopkins, Rosamund Pike, Billy Burke, Fiona Shaw, Cliff Curtis, Beth Davids. Oh my gosh, Zoe Kazan.
yeah, it's incredible. It's a great film. You should watch it.
Well, apparently I already have. I don't.
You should
remember
reboot your
it.
brain so you can remember. I think you should start playing brain games, memory games, like memorize the cards. You know, like trying to guess where they are.
I do that
some
with-
Sudoku.
We do that with movie quotes with my kids because that, But
Read more. No, you do read. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe your brain is just too full of movies.
Could be. Could be. Hey, Sully's here.
Hey,
Awesome.
Sally, how you doing?
All right, let's see here. Your question.
His
What's
question
a
is what?
2020? What? Yeah, we don't know either. What's
Say
a
what
2020?
once more time. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Say what one more time. Okay, I'll stop.
What's a 2024 movie you think would be a great double feature with a classic film?
Ooh. Why are you making me think, man?
That's a good question there.
What 2024 movie you think would be a great double? You could watch Dune, the new one, and Dune, the old one.
Are we calling that a classic? Dude, that's tough. That's like when I hear classic, I think old. But I guess I shouldn't do that. I should.
The original Dune is a classic. It is old. You know when that came out, right?
Yeah, in the 80s.
Dude, that's like 30, almost 40 years ago.
Okay, we're just gonna move on from that.
You could do timey-wimey films, like a new timey-wimey film with an old timey-wimey films. Those are quite good. Original Back to the Future with...
Oh, here we go. No. I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, my camera went really weird there. This year, I believe it's still coming out. Nosferatu.
Great call.
And then the
Great call.
original Nosferatu.
So you're going to do that. Oh, yeah. That could be really fun, actually. Really interesting
Yeah.
to see. Yeah.
I think that because the makeup, I mean, my wife and I talk about that actually kind of often. The makeup from the original is outstanding.
And as a trilogy, you could put in there Sesame Street's The Count, and you could just hear him. One beautiful snowflake.
After he kills, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You just have him count.
One,
Oh goodness.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm being
great question, Sully. And I know that Nosferatu, I think, is pretty much on your one of your top ones to see this year also. So
it
that'll
is, really,
be.
it is. Oh yeah, and everybody check out Sully streams. He does some great reviews there.
He does, and been doing some lives, more lives lately.
Yeah, more lives. Yeah.
Yeah. So give Sully a subscribe. Check him out. Just don't leave yet. Go head over there afterwards, or open up a new tab, something like that. You know. Okay, getting called out more. Fracture at the really good. We've seen it a couple of times. What?
Dude, buy your wife some flowers.
You buy my wife some flowers. I'm like, wow. Okay, that's. I don't even remember seeing it once. So a couple times. It's
That's
time
so
to put
funny.
me in a home. So, the new knitted toucan.
Knitted toucan.
Like a beanie. Okay, so toque is. We don't wear toucans on our heads though. Just so that I'm clear. Toque
Yes, you do.
is the Canadian word for beanie.
For beanie. Yeah, I was trying to find mine. It's around
And
somewhere.
I didn't know that until I had hung out with some Canadians way back when I was working in radio, and they were like, "Oh, do you have any toques?" And I'm like, "I don't know what that is." And they said,
I would think it's toque. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes on your head." And I'm like, "Huh?" And they're like scratching their head, and then we figure out beanie. Oh, I like toque so much better. That sounds just an
Toque's
awesome
awesome.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it is now for me. It's a toque.
Nice.
So, anyway, there you go.
Okay.
There's a horror movie called The Coffee Table. What? I feel like that's made up.
Did she make it up? Is she telling you to clean the coffee table?
From 2013. Let's see if this is the one. It's a sci-fi. Oh no, that's a series. Never mind.
The coffee table. What year?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, Shiny, you got to tell us what. Oh, there is a.
Is it a
La Mesita del
La
Comedor.
Maceta? That's why it's got a different. Oh,
Yes, it's Spanish, or
what the hell is this premise?
yeah, it is Spanish.
Jesus and
Oh, it's probably
Maria.
Jesus.
I was going to say
Jesus.
Jesus and Maria, because I thought it was like, is that Mary? Jesus and Mary are a couple going through a difficult time in their relationship. Nevertheless, they have just become parents. To shape their new life, they decide to buy a new coffee table. What the hell? I want to watch this.
Yes. Got it. Yep. Yep. I don't even that sounds ridiculous. It's comedy horror. So
Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
definitely be buying. Chris is going to definitely be buying the Godzilla -1 box set.
If we ever get it, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah! If it looks like Japan's, dude, that would be so good. Oh, Beetlejuice 2. There you go. Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice 2. We're going back to
Beetlejuice and
Sully's
Beetlejuice.
question.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. You could do. No, never mind.
What were you going to say?
It's something bad.
Oh, okay. All right. Nosferatu triple. The original, this year's version, and then 2000's Shadow of the Vampire. Oh, is that Defoe?
I love the quiet that comes when we're typing.
Yes. Oh, it is Willem Dafoe. Hey, look at that. I was right. But oh yeah, I don't think I've seen this. Well, maybe I have. My wife will tell me if I have. John Malkovich, Udo Kier. Wow. Huh. Carrie Elwes, Eddie Izzard. Oh, okay. Nice. That's
Not
a
anymore.
great suggestion. Okay, 2022. Yeah. Okay, so La
Yeah,
Comida.
we found it. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're good there. Let's see here. Is there a horror movie about a sentient car tire? Oh my gosh. Yes, Rubber. Dude,
Rubber. Yeah.
Rubber is phenomenal.
It's the perviest tire ever.
Yeah, it is. I love Rubber. I still have to watch Mandibles from the same directors. It's about a giant fly, which
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but
is
I love
just,
Rubber.
just ridiculous
It's
of a premise.
bonkers, but it's brilliant at the same time.
Love it. Love it.
Never thought we could be creeped out by a tire.
Dude. And it's so how
But the
self-aware
commentary-
the movie is.
Yeah, the commentary is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. And when they show up, the cops show up and they start talking to the camera. And then all of a sudden you realize he's talking to all these people. And you go, what?
I love the ending
my
as
gosh.
well. Really good ending.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, everybody, hey, thank you so
Thanks for
much.
joining us, guys.
Yeah, this has been outstanding. Sorry, I'm writing down a time code.
Ladies and gents, or however
Ladies
you
and
identify.
gents.
Thank you
People.
for aliens. If you're like you're like a body snatcher or you've morphed into something, welcome. Chris enjoys a good anal probe. So yeah. Cheers.
Can neither confirm nor deny. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Oh, goodness.
I thought I would do the dodgy comment, and you'd be like, I don't know what to say about that. How dare you, Ruben? You went there? Okay. Nice. We're such a good influence for each other.
I know. It's so good, though, because I was just hoping you'd spit it out. That's outstanding.
I almost did, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. But everybody, thank you. We do appreciate you watching. We will come back next week. Happy 420 to everybody. Yes, you have a great weekend, Shiny. Thank you. On that bombshell. Yeah,
Woo,
well,
woo.
hey. Woo! Okay, everybody. We will see you next
On the flip
week.
side.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so good. Catch you on the flip side.